Shout out on everyone who's here, and welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Hope you're having a wonderful day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Who's here, and welcome. Checking on the stream, making sure it looks good. Let's pop out that chat, get it popped out. And it's a Monday where a lot of people don't have to get up and go to work, right? A lot of people have a week off. Kids have the week off. So it's a little more of a laid back week than normal. Shout out to Bagwell33, my man. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who's here on the stream as we start at 9:30 every morning, ready to go. Okay. Just going to throw a link in to my group. And there we have the flow. Interesting. These are no longer linked, which is strange. Boom. All right. Let's start the day with Bitcoin, man. Bitty bit. Bitty Bitcoin. As we always do, every day we begin with Bitcoin. Okay? Impressive move by Bitcoin. Honestly. It's been doing unbelievable. But let's get into the facts and the nature of it. Shout out to everyone here, man. Give me a hello. Give me a good morning. Let me know you're awake. Let me know you're alive. Thanks for hitting that like button. If you just did, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Just going to wait for people to kind of get into. Give them a couple minutes to get ready for the live. Going to get out of that Discord. Let's take a look over at Fiat Weekly and watch that money fly into Bitcoin. And welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, starring your show host, Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Thank you guys so much for joining as we get in to the hot news, the hot topics, and we show you where we believe crypto is headed and going. So far, we've been nailing it. If you're new to the show and you want to check out my channel, check it out. 1 week ago, I called $27,000 Bitcoin. Very simply, I will show you that. It was in a previously recorded video right here about 1 week ago. Look where Bitcoin is going. I found out, and you won't believe. Now you check it out here. I called for $27,000 Bitcoin. Okay. And there it is right there, 27,000. Targeting for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart too. So I just want to say we've been on point, man. Back with the predictions, killing it. So 27K a week ago, had you taken my call, you'd be in the money right now. So if you've been listening to me, following my channel regularly, you'd be in exactly where you need to be. And that's why I always say, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Shout out to Nat Lee, man. What up, my dude, this person, Jesse B. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Jesse, I feel like maybe you have a slow week. I don't know if you're home, if you're hanging out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you're listening to me at the shop, just through the voice, but whatever it is. Thank you so much for coming in and joining with the Crypto Lifer. Okay. Now, let's get into the charts. Shall we? Shall we look at what's going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin dominance even is really the monkey in the room, right? Boniface, man, what's going on, my dude? Haven't seen you on a live in a while. Thank you so much for coming in, man. Just subscribed last week. Thank you so much, man. New subscriber, CVJ432. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Okay. Okay, today is a special day. It's a beautiful day, but it's a special day because today is the day where I believe altcoins begin to moon. And why do I say that? Well, the $700 ETH was a big deal for me. Really wanted to see that occur. Now that we see that, I'm in pretty good confluence with that idea that we're gonna that's the starting point. Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let me show you how I trade, how I figure things out. I look at the daily always. Look at Bitcoin in the daily. There's our old 20K pump. So fun. That used to be the high that we were always just dreaming to touch. Can we get there? Can we get there? Now it's on the low. Honestly, one day, see this 20K pump is going to look like this pump here. And we're going to be in the hundreds. I mean, so much is going on. But check it out. If you're new to trading, if you don't know how to trade, if you have no idea, or if you're an experienced trader, it's cool to watch someone else who trades kind of do their dailies. So I wake up in the morning, I check Bitcoin, right? Now I do this a lot. I could save the charts, but I redo it a lot too. I'm a bit of obsessive compulsive in a way like that. But it does help me just kind of clear my mind and get ready for the day. It's like making the bed. You know, you're just kind of getting things ready for your Bitcoining. Your Bitcoin days. Now you can really see what a parabolic run we're in here. And you can see some support and resistance lines. Obviously we had resistance at 28,400, but I believe we may be coming for that. Right now though, the daily looks a little spent. I'll be honest, right? We may have some sideways action coming. Here we got really spent. I'll show you on the daily, like we had our cross. We were really overbought. You know, the Stokes wanted to turn down. Everything was just in that way. And look, we went sideways here. So what you want and wait for the idea is that we go sideways again, somewhere up in the 30,000. I think we still have enough to push us to 30K. The Stokes could move a lot higher right from where we're at. Like right here, we were sitting at 18,002 when the Stokes are probably at this dotted line. Or yeah, I guess they were like right there, 22,000. But we still, with the Stoke push up, would go from 22,000 to about 25,000, $3,000 move in this tiny little area of the Stokes. And we're right here again, looking for that beautiful double top. Looks like it's going to happen. We also really don't see bearish divergence. We don't. You can see this is a string up. It's slight. It's slight. It is called secret bearish divergence, which I've coined on my own here, on my own trading channel. And that's because if this continues down and this continues to the left, these will hit each other eventually. So something you want to watch out for sure, right? So check it out. Check it out. Beautiful, beautiful times. So we're still pushing up here too on the MACD on the daily. So it tells you we're not curving yet. And we're not curving yet, and we're flipped up here on the RSI as well. See this little flip up? So right now, I think we can get to 30K. I think 30K is going to be a turning point. Screen is blurry for some reason. It must be on you, my man, because it is not blurry. Look. See this? Clear as day. Clear as day. Maybe you should hit the 1080p. But we're clear as day, man. See? I'm watching my own feed on the left. I always have the feed up on another screen. Clear as day, bro. Clear as day. Anyway, yeah. Not sure why his screen is blurry. Anyway, I am still running along on Bitcoin. I know we're extended here and we're tight. We'll take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours actually was going to have a bearish cross, and now the Stokes are telling us no, 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 no. So the 4 hours also in confluence with this idea. We do see bearish divergence here, but it really didn't play out too well. We had a little slight push down, but you know, we got bought up on these wicks, and we also had the 21-day moving average completely in a line. We're finally getting everything in a line right here. This is usually when we begin a big run. I'll be honest. Whenever I see that the moving averages clean up, so to speak, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But like right here, they're kind of getting close, and then they just, right here, they clean up. The white pushes up, the red, they all look so nice and neat. right? Here we have a little mess up and down, and then they clean up here. See? The white closing, they're all in a line. I'm telling you, man, the Stokes are getting low here on the 4 hour. I like it. I like it. Low Stokes will overrule MACD crosses. When I see Stokes pointing out, it's pointing out. Vidic Mandloy. Is that an L? Yeah, Mandloy. Vidic Mandloy. Love that name, man. Really cool. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone here. Less people than normal, but hey, we'll push through. I'll just be happy with who I have. I'll be appreciative with whatever comes my way, right? For the world changes every day, and we can't get upset with those small imbalances of life. So check it out. Now we look at the 1 hour for Bitcoin, and the 1 hour looks really good too. Stokes are getting high, but we have a MACD cross coming. So for all intents and purposes, at least for a scalp, where are we going? What's going on? Well, we'll take a look at the temporary target here for Bitcoin. I saw that we were in a bit of a channel there. We'll delete that. We can look at stuff like that too as well. But right now I see we're in an inverted head and shoulder. Clearly to me on the 1 hour, right? We have a bit of a shoulder here. We have a bit of a head and we have a right shoulder. Immediately, we can make a line here. And I feel like we're already beginning to break that neckline a little bit. Pretty close to it. So the immediate short term, we take the neck to the head. We run that out to our target line. And that puts us at about 28,883. So we should be breaking or getting at least back to that previous high that we hit, okay, at about 28,500. So I'm calling for that out of this inverted head and shoulder. What else do I see? Well, we could negate that as well, and we could just turn this into a bull flag, which I like. It's one of my favorite jams right here. Just chill. I like the chill music, man. Poking up. What I like to do is I negate the head a lot of times of a bull flag because it just fell out, came back into the pattern. Now it's doing its thing, forming a beautiful bull flag. And it's consolidating, getting pretty tight. So then we take our line here, back to our back. And I did this a week ago and we got 27,000. Easy. Easy, baby. So here's 30K. And this is how we do it, man. 30,450 is my next call. And I'm bullish until I'm not. Now, how would you play this? I would enter Bitcoin right now at 27,246. Again, this isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. And don't do anything without doing your own due diligence and research. But yeah, I would get into Bitcoin right around now. And then I would put a stop loss right inside the pattern. Maybe like right in here. So you could have a 4% stop loss and get into Bitcoin right now and then see if you can ride it up. The idea is to constantly get in yourself into risk-reward ratios. This is a 4% risk for a 12% gain. That's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So that's what you want to keep going for over and over and over again. This is the goal, right? Yeah, you might get stopped out once. You might get stopped 3 times, 4 times. If you get stopped out twice, you lose 8%. But if you win 2, right, you win 24% and you only lose 8. So if you lose 2 out of 4, right, you lose 8, but you'll win 24. You'll be up 16%. And this is the idea. You go at this over and over again, same scenario over and over again. The idea was definitely to buy the head, possibly, right? That would have been a beautiful buy in at 25K. But again, if a lot of people aren't that savvy or they're still, it's hard to tell if that's going to keep going down or not. A lot of times what I do is I make 2 patterns. Okay, like so. I make 2 patterns at the time, and I say, one's one way and one's the other. And so this would have been our line here. We would have been looking at it, and I would have said, okay, Bitcoin's going up, down, up, down, up. Is it going to come back down? And that would have been very possible, right? But if it breaks this trend line, okay, then we can say, okay, it's actually in this pennant, and this was just a fallout of the pennant. And the more you look at these shapes, the better you're at figuring these things out. Right? And that's why you come to my channel, because I'm actually giving you this data. I'm hooking you up with this data. Kind of assuring you where we're going, what's going on. Now, we got sold off a little bit at 27.5 last night, but we're keep getting bounced in between this area. If we go into the 15-minute and take a look more at this, you can see we're now starting to flag. Definitely a flag. 7-minute even shows a beautiful, beautiful flag. So Bitcoin did break out of this pattern. That's a clean breakout, and now it's flagging. Also low on the Stokes in the 7-minute. This thing is about to rip. It's about to rip. I am in a leverage long right now for Bitcoin. I will disclose that. And I believe I want to add to it at the moment, honestly. Feeling very bullish in the immediate short term. So as long as this can come, we're touching the 21-day moving average. Good sign. Even if we dip below it a little bit, usually on an uptrend, it's kind of, you know, like we come up here. This is where we're at. We come down, we kiss it, we play games. Eventually we would blow out. So I'm liking this right now. Immediate short-term target here is about 28,000 on the dot. Bring this in. Yeah, about 27,986. That same area we've had some issues with in the 900s, you know. People are preemptive about the big numbers, so there's going to be a lot of sell orders in that area, you know. Let's take a look at Coinbase Pro. Just try to look at the order book and see how they're fighting with each other, you know. See how the mountainous waves. Yeah, you can't use Coinbase with a VPN, man. It's like really weird. Doesn't work, so it's like so whack. But then I got to use a VPN to protect my IP while I'm streaming about crypto. I don't know. They make it really hard. Even Instagram has recently blocked me. I've been blocked from Instagram recently, and the reason is because I was using an IP address. You know, I was using a VPN to access it. They said that I was hacked. I've never had to put my my Instagram account into someone else's computer. I've never gone somewhere and put it in. I don't do that. Like in a year, I just don't do it. It's not like me to do stuff like that. Anyway, Bitcoin looking really good. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin for the day. So I've given you good signs. 1 hour looks good. 4 hour looks like it wants to kind of keep continuing to move. Oh, Bitcoin. Hold up. Yeah. 4 hours continuing to move because look, we have this little, I feel like this is going to dip away real quick. I don't know if it's going to cross. Stokes are low, which is going to kind of help us in our fight against this crossing of the MACD. So I know as a beginner, you'd be like, oh no, but there's a MACD cross. That's bearish. Yeah, but that Stoke is pointing up. That 1 hour is in our favor, and we're breaking out with a flag on the 7 minutes. So these things kind of give me a bigger idea of where we're headed. The daily does want to roll. You know, we'll see what happens when we get up to that 30K region. Hopefully we can consolidate again down to the 27,000. 27,000 is a beautiful number. Really, I think it's going to become Bitcoin's new little support area. You know, there's levels for sure. Like if we break, let's see, if we break today, now we rose back above 27,000. So 27,000 strong support here. Rejection. We came back. We bounced off it right there. It's strong support at the moment. We wanted to break down numerous times. Here we bounced right off of 25.6. So that's strong support as well. You hear we bounced there. And we bounce there. Next level is about 24.9. So we have a lot of levels, man, to go. Like strong levels at this point. Like, look, we hit it. It is the 7 minute, but still showing you how strong this level here at 24,000 is. And then when we were able to get above it, it was like, okay, let's take a look at dominance. Dominance is really the thing you want to look at. You know, are your altcoins still pushing up? What's going on? It was a big morning for altcoins. You woke up, you saw your account up big. I don't know if you were like me, but I did. I saw my account up huge this morning. Huge. I was like, what? You know, super excited, super happy. Altcoin positions finally moving. We're getting 730 Ethereum. That's a big deal. It tried to break 7 3 times yesterday. We're going to get a look at Ethereum and talk about why Ethereum is kind of the mover in all things, right? But yeah. I got into CHZ last night, just scalped it for a quick $150. You know, not a huge deal. Put in about 1,500, took it down. I'm in Key right now. I'm liking Key. I'm watching Key. I'm close on Key. I'm going to tell you why I like Key if you stay tuned. Later on in the show, we're going to get into what I see about Key, what's going on with Key, why I'm in Key at the very moment. Shout out to everyone here, 15 people. Let's get those likes up to the same amount of people here. If you're watching me, you should hit the like button. You know, if you're liking me, then you should be watching me. If you're watching me, you should be liking me, and vice versa. You know, maybe you're just in the zone. I'm just so handsome. You're just kind of like, you're caught up, and you're like, wow, I'm staring at the screen, and I just can't seem to hit the like button. But do it. It'll be okay. You'll be okay. You can take your eyes off of my wonderful blue eyes for a second, and you're going to make it. You're going to be able to breathe. I'm telling you, life is going to be all right. So check it out. We got Bitcoin dominance, okay? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, you know, doing its thing. Bit of a double top, huge bearish divergence. Huge bearish divergence. Like, that's just, we have an uptick like that and a nice down spiral here on the trend line. Bearish divergence played out like a T. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Could even be a double top at some point, and even a bit of a head and shoulder pattern here. Are we going to form another giant shoulder? Forming a giant head and shoulder where we dump all the way down. This would be the key. This would be the key, in my opinion. Let's take a look at where we're at in the bigger picture. Okay. Take a look at that 3-day. Wow, dominance, man. Doing something I didn't think it was going to do, honestly. We thought we had it kind of capped off in this beautiful channel, but you know what? Not so much. So here's the channel that we've been playing with last. And we were hoping that we were going to just kind of get rejected at this trend line here. Trend lines are interesting. Like, you know where they need to be. Like, they tell you where they want to go. Up, down, up, down, up. We thought we were going to just continuously come down and have alt season like we never would have believed. But no, we had Bitcoin season like you never would have believed. Now this is a rising wedge. There is your target. A very ugly one, a broadening raw falling wedge, in my opinion. Let's take a look at some support and resistance lines that we have going for dominance. You can play dominance just like a stock. Anything you can chart, you can chart. Just like, you know, the movement of a stock. Guess we gotta put that there. So the highest level we've ever seen is at 99%, right? When Bitcoin was the beast in the room, right? That was back in August of 2015, right? So interesting on the 3-day. So much, how much information you can see on the 3-day is amazing. Now let's take a look at that MACD rolling over, right? It is pointing up a little bit, saying, you know what? It hasn't rolled yet. Until it rolls, so I think dominance could move a little bit more with Bitcoin, but I'm not sure. I'm not, 100% sure. What I do see here is we do see a golden cross about to occur on the 3-day. You see that the 50 really wants to cross that 200. It crossed it up here. We had a pretty nice move in dominance. So could dominance get all the way up to my next target here at 79? It's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Could it get all the way up to 90? I don't know, honestly. And right now, I think we're at a turning point. I feel like we're going to go sideways, up and down a little bit more, and then dominance just has to give a little bit back. It is high. Stokes have some more room to move. RSI and the MACD, they all have a little more room to move, indicating something. Let's see the 4 hour. Does it give us more space? It does. The 4 hour's telling us, I want to complete that 3-day target for you. So not a good sign right now for alts at the moment. A little more downside at the present moment. I don't think actually. So you know what? 4 hour looks like we might have. In the last. Let's see what happened in the last 4 hours. We got bought back up. We got sold back down. 69.80. We fell in the last 16 hours from 73.62. A nice 4% loss, right? But we're still in this channel. Very similar to Bitcoin. So right now I got to call it. If I got to give a number on dominance, yellow. I don't know what that means. But if I had to give a number on dominance right now, like as in like 1 is really good. 10 is dominance exchange rate. We're saying 10 is great for altcoins. 1 is bad for altcoins. We're at about a 5, maybe even a 6. So we're not out of the water yet for the altcoins at all. But dominance is taking its toll. It fell down a little bit. We are getting into that high point. We need to see it cool down. I think for the afternoon, we're going to have some playing with the altcoins. But by tonight, the 4 hours suggesting that Bitcoin takes back some dominance. Take a look at CHZ. CHZ is an IEO by Binance. So remember that. They're going to push their own coins if they put their own dang money in it. Recap, silver call options are turning green and starting to make money to the moon. January 15th expiration date. Will it then drop once it reaches 30.5K roughly, or will we consolidate? Happy holidays, everyone. I mean, honestly, we'll have to see. What will happen is I'll see us get to 30K. See, what I am is I can get you to your next target. I'm like a good weekly trader. And also, I'm good. I mean, that's not true, too, because I called 27K a long time ago on my channel. And how I did it was I just do the basics, man. I stay really simple with how I chart and what I do. So if you take a look at Bitcoin, right? We took a look at Bitcoin in the 3-day. It was pretty obvious to me what was happening, okay? And this is how I did SGMO. This is how I made my call on Tesla. These are all, you guys could make all these same calls. It's very simple. I'm personally not even making the call, in my opinion. I'm just interpreting the charts properly. I know I see so many of the same patterns that I have them kind of logged in my subconscious, and I know I get an idea really fast. Oh, there, you know. So this is what's called a bull pennant, you know, or a symmetrical triangle possible, but more of like a bull pennant. And you can see we went up, we went down, we went up, we went down, we went up. Now I thought we could come back down to the bottom of the triangle at 38.5. That very, very possible. There's also a chance that we could negate that, and we were doing something like this. Take that fall out a little bit from the pandemic. That was that. And all you have to do is, and I do this every day for you guys, I just did it earlier when I showed you where Bitcoin was going, and I just did it a week ago when I showed you Bitcoin would go to 27K. And you put this here, and this is your breakout position, right? And that gives you your target for Bitcoin. And that target right there is 27,000. And I was doing this for months, literally for months. The second we had this structure and we poked out at about 10.6, even before that, even when we were right here at like 9.7, I was calling for a $27,000 Bitcoin. Almost every day that I opened this chart up, I would go over Bitcoin with you guys. I would do it on the daily, really large like this. I would show you your support and resistance lines. And I said, hey, this tells me that Bitcoin's going to 27K. I see patterns hit their targets more than I see them not hit their targets. 68% chance of break to the upside on this pattern. So there's a 70% chance, estimated that we were going to go to 27,000 based on my analysis. So, hey, I had probability in my favor based on how many times I've seen this same pattern over and over again. I play this pattern, man. Look, I gave you the Apple call at 122. How did I give you the Apple call? It was the same pattern. Look, Bitcoin up to 20K. Down. Look, it's the same pattern. Like, can't you see it? Bitcoin flies to 20K, gets rejected. You want me to juxtapose them together? And this is how I teach you guys, man. I really, really reiterate things that my mind sees. The heavy details in life that a lot of people are overlooking. They're right there for you. It's all right there for you. You just got to see it. Like Apple running up, coming down, touching the bottom of the touching the bottom twice. Look. They're not going to be perfect, but they're damn well pretty close. If you go to the 4-hour, you'll see it even better. Look, run up, come down, run up. That's that run up right there to 14K that Bitcoin did. Came back down, had a little trouble, broke out of the pattern, retested, and flew up. Broke out of the pattern, retested, and flew up. A little messy with all my work here. So here, we'll get rid of that. So you guys see a bunch of, first of all, if you're not charting, all you see is price in your iPhone. I don't. I see a bunch of bars, right? I see opportunity. I see bottom of trend line. Like, I see great placement. I see moving averages. I see support and resistance. Like, so now, look, I'm looking at Apple, and I'm like, oh, just like Bitcoin. It's very simple what I'm doing. Like, look, it's going to have a little problem here because this is previous resistance at 135. But Apple's going to 166. Mark my words, man. I actually had a higher target for Apple. Slant this a little bit, yeah. And I'm sticking to this 165 area, 166, 165 area for Apple. That's my target. I'll have a sell order about 164.50. That's where I'm thinking of getting out. So this is the idea here, man. We got in at 121. I made the call, and this is how I do it. So and this is still right for Apple. Still a good call for Apple right now. 4-hour is going to go sideways a little bit. We are turning up, though, on the MACD. Look at that. It wants more. It wants more. You take a look at the daily. Then you can look at the daily and the 4-hour, and if they're still ready to rip, you got no issues. They may curve on us. If they curve on us, we may see this same pattern or a similar version of this pattern, and I'll show you what could happen. So we'll see a version of this pattern on a smaller scale. But yeah, there's a chance that we end up flagging right around here. And this is where I would say, hey guys, here's your second chance to get in on this leg. Bottom of the trend line. And then I'll make the call again. It will be a few days from now, and I'll say, Apple, temporary short-term target, breaking out, and it will get back to my original target. And that's how things move. And this is actually starting somewhat of a parabolic run, honestly, too. Now you can get the parabola out and start really kind of taking a look at what's going on. So Apple, man, all-time highs. Talks of having a car, an electric car coming out, stuff of this nature. You know, I think they're definitely going to come out with some type of car. I think it's only a matter of time. And I think the news is kind of getting baked in already because the rumors fly through the billionaires and the millionaires before they get to us. They already know weeks in advance what's happening. You were good to watch. Accurate. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How's my stablecoin looking? Unbelievable, actually. Unbelievable. DOT is flying right now. I'll be honest, I sold my stake in DOT at 520 to get into something else. Not that I didn't want DOT. I do want a lot of DOT. I want to hold DOT. Kind of tight right now that it went up again. Kind of want it to come back to being a stable coin at the moment. Let's take a look at DOT though. DOT doing really, wow, DOT did more than I thought it would do. Wow, it was at 550 this morning. I thought I would have it a moment. I kept saying too, this is the bottom of the trend line here. I even have the call here. I have it wicked up, going up 34% gains for DOT. Funny, I have the call right here on my. I said to get into DOT right here at this time around $5. Anytime you can get DOT between $4 and $5, in my opinion, was a steal, an absolute steal. That's one of the biggest candles DOT's ever had, ever. 619 and moving for DOT. Big day for DOT. Polkadot is huge, man. It's going to become a very, very big in the ecosystem. Sad now I have to wait for a bit of a pullback or a move. Let's see the 4 hour. 4 hours still got a little bit of movement here. We're not done yet. This is actually on a tear right now on the 1 minute. Let's take a look. This is Polkadot. This is one of the number one coins that you have to have. If you look at my top 10 coins, the 10 million, Polkadot's in there, man. Number one. Why Polkadot? Well, it uses what's called Byzantine. No, Polkadot it's a heterogeneous blockchain. It can handle old, young, new, all types of blockchains, stuff like that. So look, we took our target to the 21-day moving average. We get our pull. This brings us up to 641. Looks like that will be where people decide to take some profits there at 641. Take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is getting spent as well. Extremely oversold. Very, very oversold. You know, DOT doesn't move like this a lot. So that was a big move for DOT, honestly. And again, how would you know that? Look, you could go to the 1 hour. You could have formed this bull pennant here. The second you see consolidation, slap it into somewhat of a form. Slap some trend lines on it. The second you see consolidation, slap some trend lines immediately, and then boom. And there's your target for DOT. Looks like we're definitely going to go up to 640. And then from there, we'll see what happens. Get rejected at about 640. Yeah, it's interoperability, man. NDM84 just joined, so not sure you covered this topic yet, but what does it mean when an asset is a security? I have no idea what this XRP lawsuit is doing, or what does this all mean in layman's terms? Okay, let's get into XRP. It's a good time to get into XRP. Is everyone cool if we kind of do a little dive into XRP? Just 5 minutes. Do a 5-minute dive. We're going to discuss what's going on. Now, a security, a currency. What's going on with the XRP lawsuit, right? Here's the deal. When you're a company, you register private shares of your own company. But then you can also go public and you can sell shares of the company. Now, the way you sell your shares has to be done in a regulatory manner. Like, I can't just go out right now and start selling shares, right? Especially of a publicly traded company. You actually have to go through some legal things. There has to be, look, double bottom here on DOT too. See that? And there it gave you your target. Double bottom on DOT, there's your target. It's that simple. Just keep it simple, guys. Also, look, pennant. Here's your target for the pennant is 665. So boom, on our way. We're just doing our thing. And then you can see DOT is even in this bowl. Whenever you can bowl anything into consolidation, buy it whenever it's touching the bowl. And there it just touched the bowl the other day at 475. Beautiful move for DOT, Polkadot. So check it out. What's up with XRP? We'll look at the chart. We'll talk about what's going on now. XRP is a company and it has XRP. You have to remember Ripple itself is a company with shares. Ripple might go public with an IPO, right? And then you could buy Ripple shares, which wouldn't be Ripple. Ripple isn't the shares of the company Ripple is what I'm trying to explain to you. And that's what a security is. A security is shares of a company, okay? It's divvied, it's portions of your company that you're selling to other people so they can hold value in your company. And then if you do well, they do well. That's what a security is. It secures the value that you put in. That's why they call it a security. You give me your money, I give you the stock, which secures the idea that you hold a piece of my company. That's why they call it a security. It's a security. It's saying, oh, I've secured funds in your company. Here's the security. Here's the representation. A stock is really just an IOU, man. It's not currency. You can't go buy bread with it. You can't do anything with a stock, right? That's the difference between XRP and that's the difference between XRP and stocks. You know what I'm saying? So you want my prediction? You know, I would buy more XRP. I really would. I know you look at me like you're out of your mind. They're going to delist all this craziness. I love fear, man. I love fear. I make the most money in fear. The pandemic, when they crashed Bitcoin down to 3,800, I bought, 6 of it, 0.66. I scooped up a bunch of Ripple at 16 cents. Like that paid me for the year. Like literally, like that took care of so many of my own bills and let me accumulate so many coins that I wanted. So I put $2,500 into Bitcoin 8 months ago. I sell it now for I sold early, I'll be honest. I sold 0.7 at like 17,000, but I got in at like 4,000. Actually, yeah, 3,800. Holding my XRP to the end, man. Got a big percentage of my holding in XRP. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying to explain that guy to him. Now, XRP is a currency. If the company XRP went out of business, XRP would still exist in my wallet, on exchanges. And honestly, if we determined it to be worth something, it would be worth something. So, in my opinion, they could do whatever they want to the company Ripple. And they can say whatever they want. But to me, XRP is just not a security. It's a currency. And no other economy throughout the world has called it a security. It's a currency in Switzerland. It's a currency in Japan. Japan has made it a currency. Bitcoin is now an official currency in the country of Japan. So honestly, the regulatory framework here is, I think, and I'm on a hunch that the SEC and Ripple are actually working together. And the lawsuit is to create regulatory framework for the entire space. And the only way to do that is to do it from the inside. I think this was a coerced way to do this. Yeah, I know they thought it could hurt the price and it may affect things, but they knew once they came back out on top, I think it would create like a revolutionary push for the price of XRP. Also, XRP and the Flare network are going to do some big things in DeFi, and that's what a lot of people do not realize. No one's discussing this. You don't see DeFi and XRP together in the same sentence. I'm one of the only people saying it. But once you see it, February, March, April come out in spring, think about it. XRP can make more transactions than a lot of its competitors. Once it gets into that derivative market and it starts doing DeFi derivatives, you name it, all sorts of crazy stuff is going to start happening for XRP. So you watch, you mark my words, man. XRP and DeFi. So that's enough. I'm off of XRP. I'm going to leave it alone. I told you what I'm doing. You can do whatever you find suits you, Do you see XRP going above or up to 40 cents in the short term? I'll take a look at that. If you stay to the end, I'll give you that answer. How's that? You give me some of your time and I'll give you the answer to that. Now let's take a look at EGLD. I'm really liking EGLD, okay? E-Gold, baby. Bit of a head and shoulder formed here. In my opinion, kind of wanted to break down, but it held this level here, the 236, really, really strong. You can see with support here, support here, support here. Has strong support at the 20 cent level, $20 level, actually. And so with that, I kind of like where we're sitting. Now, we could be forming a giant head and shoulder, but at the moment, I don't think so. I don't think the chart conveys that idea. Also, if we go to the daily, I think we see a little bit of hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, we do. We see slight. See, the RSI is about. Let's take a look at the big. Yeah. See, RSI is in a bit of a downtrend, right? If not, it's definitely flatlined, right? And then if we close up here, you see the price goes straight up. That's hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that this trend will continue to the upside. Look for this to actually go even more up, in my opinion. The daily looks really good with the Stokes pointing down too, and the MACD ready to go. And the 4 hour, has more room. Says it's going more sideways than anything else. Actually, the Stokes are pretty high on the 4 hour. I wouldn't enter this right now. I'm not telling you enter. I'm just saying it's something to keep on your radar. I really like it. I'm just balls deep in XRP, so a little afraid, gentlemen. 150K? Why would you do that? Why would you put all your money in one coin, man? Honestly, if you're ever going to put 150K in something, you put it in Bitcoin, man. Please listen to me from now on. Like, I don't listen to me. I'm not saying, please listen to my risk management. Proper risk management. Yeah, I mean, then, hey, they say every gamble is there to lose, man. Gamblers are there to lose, so I guess you were trying to gamble your money away. Not trying to. I'm tough love, man. I'm tough love. I'm not gonna be some nice YouTubers, nice to everybody, just so you can all hit my like button and subscribe. No, I like the guy that wants to hear the realness. I like the guy that hits the like button and the subscribe button because he knows that I'm not pissing on his shoes and telling him it's raining, man. You know, if you want to get serious, I do tutor, and I will tutor you for $75 an hour. You let me know. I'll sit you down. I'll give you proper risk management. We'll see if we can get you out of your hole and into something better. We can see what we can do. Maybe we sell half at 40 cents and get you into something better, you know? Just let me know if you're willing to give up the hope strategy and you want to take your life seriously. Join my Telegram group, DM me, and get in the mix. Get into the mix, and we'll get you situated, you know, and just using some type of strategy. Dude, if you just literally put a pendulum on your window and when the wind blows you buy, that's better than what you're doing. That's better than what you're doing. Like, I'll buy when the wind blows. At least that's a strategy. You know what I'm saying? What risk management is key? I'll teach you exactly what to do. For instance, I teach you how much to put in a trade and why. I teach you how to find out your stop loss risk. I teach you how to find risk. I'll teach you how to dollar cost average in at the right times, so that you don't ever end up being in a big bad position like he's in right now. You know, had he dollar cost averaged, he wouldn't be in this position right now. You see what I'm saying? And to take profits on the way up, he wouldn't be in this position right now. If he had sold 25% at 75, you know, I'm just, you know, well, I saw it drop 20%, thought that was a good dip. Yeah, I mean, it was hard to tell, honestly. I'll be honest with you. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I'm just, there's ways, I have information that you don't have, is all I'm going to say. It's like fishing. You could go fish on your own and figure it out, but like you could call your uncle who's been doing it for 30 years and ask him, and you know, he might save you some time. I'm boggled by you guys who trade and don't want any, you don't look for any tutoring, you don't look for any type of, like, you just think you're going to jump into some game that guys have been doing for years. Look, here's a double bottom forming on KSM. I really like it here. I almost bought it last night. I said, you know what, I should just get Kusama. 48, 45, look at that. That's a beautiful double bottom forming. Almost a double top. So we'll see if it's a double top, but you know what, it wasn't a double top because boom, we boomed out of this. Now it's forming a big, beautiful double bottom. You can see it clearly. Almost was in a bit of a cup and handle too. There's a half cup with a handle side. Came up, came back down. Breaking out of the rising wedge yet again. This thing could get into price discovery in $6. And then it's going to fly again. It was one of the biggest calls for institutions too. They really like this coin, KSM. So keep KSM on your radar. Think about it. Let's take a look at where and how we could get in. Right now, it's a little spent. I think there's more coming, though. I really do. 4 hours not completely done yet. It'll probably dip more because more articles will be released. If you stay tuned, I'll give you a breakdown of where I think XRP is going. But not to the end, man. I don't want to. A lot of my subscribers are sick of hearing about XRP. And I know they are. Now, look, forming a little bit of a bull flag. We go to the 15-minute. This is how you do this, guys. You got to use smaller time frames to nail your entries and to find out where and when is a good time to get in. See all the things I'm doing that maybe, like, fine. You can blow hopium into anything you want and just, yeah, it's going to the top. And yeah, it works. It can work in crypto. I'm not saying it won't. But you better be able to hold and don't cry when you're down 30%. You better tell yourself, yo, I'm willing to hold this. I don't even care for a year. No more XRP. Let's talk about XRP. Let's talk about you and me. I'm not. Let's talk about it. Oh, man. So check it out. Check it out. Like, I'll give you a story. You want to hear a story? Last year, 2019, right? let's take a look. Litecoin does that huge pump up in here, right, to 140. And I think this is like, wow, I think we were starting the next bull run, right? Everything was going in our way. I was like, wow. It was, remember, June of 2019, Bitcoin's going to 12,000. My account went up like 30,000 in a day. So I took some profits out of something I was in, and I threw it into Litecoin. $7,000 I threw into Litecoin at 134. Okay, around here, around June 6th, June 12th, something around here. I buy the top like a complete fool. Hey, I didn't know we were going to have, and then boom, we're down. Look how long we're down for. And I just want to talk about this because I want to say I'm not perfect. But what I do is I have perseverance and longevity. And I know, and now look, we're back. And how long did it take? I was underwater. My $7,000 was like, it took 558 days. Okay. I had to hold for a year and a half. Okay. And now I'm finally back to my $7,000. I'm just saying, thank God I didn't have to access those funds, but I was a good saver my whole life. And I've always saved my money. So I always have a little bit somewhere, somehow. I don't know how, but I do. And so there you go, man. That was a hold of holds. I was never going to sell. At one point, I was at $35. Imagine that. My 7,000 is about 50 Litecoins. So right now I got 56 Litecoin, right? At one point, they were $35. I had $2,000 of my $7,000. Devastated. I was like $5,000. But look, time will tell. And then look, now I'm at 132 times, I think I got 56 in total. Now I'm back to my monies. And now what I'm planning on doing is selling about a quarter of it to a third of it and putting it in DOT. That was the plan. I should have done it last night, actually, was the plan, to sell a little bit of it and put it into DOT. Because I love Litecoin. I think it's going to do great. And it's going to get pumped. It's a major cap. You have to remember, you have two scenarios in Bitcoin. One is that it's a really good project and it's going to pump, and one that it's accessible to the masses, the people that don't understand anything at all. They're not going to go research Polkadot. They're not going to understand Byzantine fault tolerance. They're not going to want to know these things. That's just not important to them. It's just like similar to the internet. We use the internet, but a lot of people don't know how HTTPS works, right? So please get that like up. Sorry, guys. The other night I was supposed to go live with you, Candid. I'll go live tonight to replace that live stream. And I really apologize that I didn't do it. I went to do it. It was too dark. I kept trying to get my camera on, and it kind of created an issue. And I was just like, man, this is dark. It's really windy. It was like super windy. I was like, I'm going to walk outside in the freezing wind. Tonight should be a little warmer. Should be as bad. Or maybe I'll do it on my drive. I'm going to go on a drive tonight to New Hampshire. So I'll take you guys on the drive, and we'll do a live stream chat. So if I get 33 likes, I'll take you guys on a drive today to New Hampshire, and we'll talk about Bitcoin, and we'll go over the in and outs. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Been doing unbelievable. Unbelievable. Litecoin, the sleeper, man. No one really talking about it as much as they should. Look, it was in a pennant. Again, the same pennant that I brought up with Tesla, the same pennant that I brought up with Apple, the same pennant that I showed you with Bitcoin. And look, target, 129. We broke it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff that I'm doing here on the chart. I do think OMG is undervalued, and I think that's a great question. I do think it's undervalued right now at the present moment. Let's take a look at OMG. Right now, it had a beautiful pattern that it was forming. We could make it this one, and then we could also, I like to put patterns in patterns if I see them. Also, we were forming this smaller pattern. We did break out of it. You can see we formed a head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. We would come down, and look, this is how beautiful this works. We check out the 8 hour. It looks like we're going to see the head and shoulder a lot better. Yeah. Second you see a head and shoulder, guys, it's get out. Like, it is the scariest pattern in the world, in my opinion. For a long bull trader, it's like, yikes. And then you can take this to, like, usually the length of your shoulder, and, like, it's insane. Kind of this shoulder came to there, your neckline, and that's, look, it's insane, but that head and shoulder played out exactly to a T. Usually when I see a head and shoulder play out, That's like the beginning of the next move. Here's a bit of a shoulder, head, another shoulder. You can see it played out here, and then the move began. It's kind of fractaling itself a few times here. I'd like to see this doing a double bottom. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily is spent. MACD's looking good. Our stochastic's pointing up. This thing looks really nice right now on the daily. Let's see if we can find a better pattern or change the pattern or extend it or... It's in a bit of a falling wedge now. See this? To me, this is the pattern that it's in at the moment. Something like this. Came back to the bottom of the pattern. Chris, man, you should meet up with me. I'm gonna go up to New Hampshire today. You should drive up right now and meet me at my crib, and then we'll go see Maddie together. Let me know, dude. That'd be dope. You never come visit me, man. Everyone, I have a friend, man, and he refuses to visit me, even though he knows I'm all alone in a new house in the middle of nowhere. You should all kind of give him a guilt trip right now, Chris Conlon, and say, why aren't you visiting the Crypto Lifer, man? He needs help. Come meet me up in Boston tonight, then, or tomorrow. I'm going 40 minutes away, though, is what I'm saying, and then we would come back here, spend a couple days. I'm just going for a hike. A little hike, something. You know, okay, do you think DOT got into price discovery today? Do you think OMG is undervalued? I do like OMG. It's at the bottom of the pattern here. I think at the very least, you're going to be able to play this play here. Just ride it back up to the pattern for 30% gains, back up to 356. Just pattern trade it off the daily. You know, I like it right here. Pattern trade it off the daily. Take a look at the 4 hour. So the daily's good for you. So now you just wait for the 4 hour to reset, turn, go sideways. You know, maybe it will turn down while it goes sideways. That's what you want. So 4 hours looking okay. It's not right where we want it, but we could wait. Andy B, my dude. Shout out to Andy B, man. Another long-term friend. I've known Andy since I was, 10? When did we really meet? We met on a hockey. We met at hockey, I think, when we were like 10 or 11 years old. And he ended up living right near me. And then we ended up being in the same orientation in high school. We went to a public high school, and like I'm in this room, and I look up, and there's my buddy Andy. And I was like, I still remember laughing my ass off. Excuse me, I don't like to swear, but I still remember laughing so hard when I seen him. I'm like, yo, that's my dude. And he's like, yo, my dude. And I was like, yo, you're in my room, man. Because, like, you didn't know where they were going to put you there. We all left these different schools we were in. We're in this big high school, you know. Your eyes are wide. You have no idea what's going on. And, like, there's your buddy, man, you know, from hockey sitting there. We had Miss Shevlin, and I kept wearing my hat. And she kept being like, take your hat off. Like, I told you to take your hat off. Like, I had this Looney Tunes hat I can remember with a green bill. Dude, I remember everything from that time. I have, like, a weird photographic memory when it comes to things. Like, oh, man, my dude, Andy, dude. Shout out to Andy. So check it out, man. Question right here was, right? I didn't like that music that much. I want to change it up. This is kind of like jazzy. That was like some Snoop Dogg. So check it out. Do you think DOT's in price discovery? Let's take a look. No, it's not. It's not in price discovery because I have photographic memory and I'm looking at it right now and I know that it's not. Oh, actually it is. Wait. I knew we had this top here. Yeah, you're right. 609. Yeah, we're in disco, man. Actually, no, because there was a huge wick on the left side. See, there's a huge wick on the left side that I remember. See? Yeah, see? There's my photographic memory. See? There was a huge wick on the left side. And my mind just kept, when I closed my eyes, my mind made this, like, I remember things with imagery. It's really strange. So I was like, no, we're not in price disco yet. Look, here's the big, price disco. We have to crack 690 to get to price disco, man. So until we get there, no, we're not in price disco. You could answer that yourself. I mean, look at the chart. Funny. But anyway, big candle for DOT, man. One of my top 10 coins. And why Polkadot? What's up with Polkadot? Andy Burke, new here on the channel. He's new to crypto. He's trying to figure out what we're into, what we're doing. It's all about interoperability, Andy. The ecosystem has already, the future is ahead of us, okay? And just as the men who built roads, there was people who designed cities before the masses really understood where we were all kind of in buggies and stuff like that. And then someone had a city planner, and they sat down in probably a think tank, and they sat there together and they said, okay, we're going to need sewer systems. We're going to need, maybe they studied Rome, they studied other civilizations. Who knows how they came to this, but they came to it. And there was a group of people that were advancing before the populace, is what I'm trying to tell you. And they were like, we're going to make sewers, we're going to make roads, we're going to have to put telephone. Like, eventually some guy came up with the telephone pole. I'm sure that guy, they looked at him like he was out of his mind. He was like, yeah, we're just going to run wires, like, we're going to put poles on every street. And they were like, we're going to put a pole on it, on every, like, dude, like, you know how many poles that's going to be, dude? Hey, call up Canada, let's get the lumber, man. We need the poles. So anyway, people come up with ideas, and they actually the general populace kind of already decides on it before a small niche of highly intelligent people usually decide where we're going to go. And they start planning the infrastructure, and the populace follows. This is what's happening in crypto. Interoperability. And this is why I want to bring up Polkadot for you, Andy Burke. Andy B. Because check it out, Polkadot is live. Polkadot is a development on track to deliver the most robust platform for security, scalability, and innovation. Okay? It's forkless and future-proof. Polkadot can upgrade without hard forks to integrate new features or bug fixes. Now, Andy has no idea what a hard fork is. He's like, are we eating lasagna? And no, we're not eating lasagna with a hard fork. My plastic fork just broke. I need a hard fork. This capability enables Polkadot to easily adapt to changes. Let the terminology come in, Andy, and over time, it's going to seep in. Governance, hard fork, governance. What does that mean? Well, Polkadot has a sophisticated governance system where all stakeholders have a voice. Upgrades to the network are coordinated on-chain and enacted autonomously, ensuring that Polkadot's development reflects the values of the community and avoids stagnation. Another thing is Ethereum has high gas fees because you have to have the governments they have. So, if you design something on their autonomous network, you have to have their governance. You have to kind of be underneath. That's not the same with Polkadot. Polkadot can do anything with everybody. So it's pretty interesting, in my opinion. And it's an amazing coin. Check it out. Burke, you would really do well. You would service yourself by going to this video that I made here. Top 10 coins to 10 million, right here. Top 10 coins to 10 million. And I explain why I picked 10 coins. Now there's 5,000 coins, and I picked 10, and I give you an 11 bonus here. And look at just Burke, just to show you how good I am. Look, 34-cent Zilliqua. I'm telling you to buy this. I'm telling you it's on my radar.
In 2021, I'd like to have everyone. I do give one-on-one tutoring as well for $75 an hour. If that.
Also give tutoring.
Who does better? You about a coin that I didn't own.
So look, this was 3.5 cents on December 4th. Okay, this is Zilliqua. I'm gonna now duplicate this, and I'm gonna show you, Andy, what Zilliqua did. The bull run hasn't even started yet. Remember, 3.5 cents. I gave it that to you on December 4th. I'm telling you that it's on my radar. So if you had just watched my channel that day, you would have been like, oh, you would have wrote Zilliqua down. And I hope you would have started dollar cost averaging in, because you'd be like, oh, this guy seems to know what he's doing. And look at Zilliqua at 8.5 cents. It went all the way up to my target here at 10. It hit 10 cents. I talked about it down on December 4th. I'm talking about it down here, right here at 3.5 cents. December 4th, actually, way back. I'm telling you, I like this as one of my top. I picked it out of 5,000 coins. And look, it's one of the biggest coins in the month that went up. So you just got to stay with me, man. I'm super aware of what's happening in the market. This is all I do for a living every single day. And I give you that value, guys, while you guys are living your lives. Some people, you are lawyers. Some people, you are fixing cars. Some people, you spending the time that I'm spending in here out in the real world. And I understand that. So smelling 30K cooking in the kitchen, I got 30K cooking in the kitchen for sure. So yeah, this is the idea, man. So really watch that video. Top 10 coins to 10 million. It's going to give you my 10 picks that I think are going to do unbelievable well. I can give them to you right now quick. Atom is one. You could scroll through and try to find them, but you really service yourself by watching the video, because I explain the reasons why I'm picking these coins. And I give you some deep insight as to what's going on. Like you take a look at Zilliqua, they got an amazing team. SHR, I break down why I like SHR. Unbelievable coin with a lot of things coming. Where do I cop these? These are all on Binance, okay? All of these are on Binance. Every single one except for SHR, that's on KuCoin and Uniswap. Now, again, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know how to use Uniswap. I have all my normal friends. I call them normies. Normies are people that we call them no coiners or normies. They're people that haven't kind of gotten into this yet. Now, we know this is where technology is going. So we know we're already in the place where we need to be. 5 years from now, people are going to come to me for advice. Hopefully, I'll have a consulting company of some type. I'll be onboarding businesses and showing them how they can get into crypto. Remember, I was watching a video last night, just like the internet happened, right? A lot of people don't understand how the internet works. Like, they don't understand HTTPS, but they go online and they type it in and they get to where they go. And it's the same as credit cards. You know, credit cards came out. Eventually, you had to use them. Bitcoin is the same way, man. Eventually, you're going to use it, just like the internet. It's only a matter of time. Some people will figure it out early. Like, there was guys using the internet years before the population. Like, real nerdy guys. They were in there. And that's kind of me now. Like, I'm deep into this crypto space for you so that you don't. So you can kind of jump. You can jump right into where you need to be. Another video I have here is how to use Uniswap. Super important video. Really, really want to, because I see a lot of my friends that are normal people. Oh, that's too much for me. I don't understand that. I can't do that. I'm not doing this. And they put their hands up, and they're giving away, number one, the right to be their own bank, which is beautiful. They're giving away, they're giving the banks their money, number one, right? If you can take control of your own money, you know how powerful you become. And, you know, every time you bring money to the bank and you put it in a savings account, read the fine print. You're giving the bank a loan. They can do whatever they want with their money, including lose it and gamble it to zero. There's no guarantee that they're giving you that money back when you go to the bank. Yeah, it's been working out for a long time. They have a nice Ponzi scheme. They want to give it back to you so they can have you bring more in, so they can keep lending more out of your money. Every time you bring $1 into the bank lends it out. The dollar represents debt. Now, no one realizes this, but what happened when there was no US dollar? Clear your mind. There was no US dollar. The first US dollar came into existence. I'm holding a poker chip here. Oh, I should have my logo. See my logo, man. Get some merch if you guys really want to support the channel. I really appreciate it, especially with the Christmas holiday coming. Just in my link here at the bottom of my videos, right here, we have amazing channel merch. So channel merch for Teespring, and you can get some awesome crypto lifer gear. You know, we even have things for kids. We have phone cases. I spent a lot of time building these awesome. Banks are for robbing. That's my favorite one. I think everyone should get that one. Satoshi Lover. We got phone cases, all sorts of stuff like that. Just want to bring it up. But yeah. Are you kidding me? Your hoodies still haven't shown up, man? I'm writing something to them. Like, that's crazy. That's not fair, man. That pisses me off. This stuff comes from Europe? But my hoodie came way faster than that, man. My hoodie came way faster than that. I'm wondering if it's like COVID delivery shit. My hoodie came in like a week and a half. Damn, man. My hoodie came real fast, like a week and a half. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, I guess you got to wait for the hoodie to come, which is bad. But I'm going to have to make my own merch eventually anyway. But check it out. What I want to show you is this video here, how to use Uniswap. Super important video. I have so many videos, but how to Uniswap. This is super important for Andy Burke, Andy B.
When you do that, you're going to have
This video is going to show you exactly what to do.
Hit the like button, hit a comment,
Andy,
hit the notification bell.
please watch that video when you have a chance. This is where you can get some amazing gems on Uniswap. Okay, DeFi. DeFi is going to be a big mover. It already was a big mover this August. In June, we had DeFi like you wouldn't believe. More is coming for DeFi. Yeah, I think that's it for DOT. I think it's going to kind of go sideways for a little while. That was a huge move for DOT. Someone decided, okay, we're going to plop ourselves into DOT. I'm a little pissed that I sold my DOT at 520. Right, I'd be up 20% right now. It's okay. It's okay. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It'll come down a little bit. I'm not going to use my emotions here. I'm going to take a deep breath, even if it gets to 7. But I don't think that's going to happen, personally. And why? I just think we're a little spent at the moment. You know, we're very oversold in the 1 hour. It took a lot of money for DOT to get up this high. And it hit my target here at 641. You can see that, just like I said it would. Hit it right there and got rejected. So the only thing that got me using Uniswap was watching your video. Thank you, bro. See, amazing, man. Shout out to you for saying that. That means the world to me, man, that I'm empowering you guys to do the right thing. Shout out to everyone hitting those 20 likes, man. Really appreciate that. We're getting about 20 likes every single time. I really like that. Yeah, mail is mad slow, like mad slow. It's true, though. My sister tried to ship me something recently, and it's taken forever. Yeah, 1inch giving free coins away. I wish I had used the 1inch exchange. And see, look, there's DOT going back down. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Remember, I showed you the dominance could rip at any moment today, too. So, hate to say that. So, Bitcoin just took a huge dump. Dump city on the 1 hour. Amazing. Huh. Crazy. We got all the way up to 27.5. Looked like we were doing really good about 2 hours ago. Kind of right as the stream started. 29.6 now. We're battling this 27,000 level. What do I see happening for Bitcoin right now? Well, we're in this inverted head and shoulder pattern, right? You'd see a head, shoulder, right shoulder. We broke out. Now we're retesting this line. To me, that's the retest, 27,970. 1 hour, yeah, look at that. The bullish momentum turned bearish really fast on us. I bought at least 30 coins from Uniswap. His video is golden, guys. I'm for real. Thank you so much, man. Atom is still well below its average. Yeah, the only thing that got me using I love Atom, man. I'm telling you right now, you get Atom anywhere in this region here, anywhere between, I say 480 and 510, 520, it's a steal, man. I've got my Atom loaded up. I'm ready to go. So I'm happy. What's the advantage and disadvantage of using Uniswap versus Binance? Uniswap is not where you want to be going all the time. Okay? Let me show you. Right now, I talk a lot about 3 commas. And I mentioned why I like 3 commas and, you know, how well it works. And because, look, you can be in a position right here. Look, I got in at 117. No, I bought at 128. It's at 117 right now. I'm down $65. I put $750 in the trade. And, you know, here's key. I put 560 into key. We're up 3.6%. I do a smaller position when things are kind of sketchy. Do a bigger position when things are moving well. So when I watch Bitcoin and things aren't going well, I still want to get into something. I'll make a smaller. Thank you so much for that. And this is a little vitamin D pill that my wife gives me every morning. But you got to take it with something else, like a K3. Most people don't use Uniswap until they're more acclimated. Andy, you could simply just start using Coinbase. I'm going to take off my VPN for a second. All right, let's take a look. We're going to take a look. I use 3 commas, which is an API attached to Binance. And this is way easier. Now, 1inch is going to make it easier to use Uniswap, in my opinion. 1inch exchange is actually really cool, Andy. The 1inch exchange really just came out. The issue with Uniswap is it didn't operate similar to aggregated exchanges that had order books, limit orders, and things of that nature. It was harder to put stop losses and things of that. So now we have what's called the 1inch exchange. What's cool is if you were on these exchanges and you use them, a lot of times to promote themselves, they give away their own coin for free. Now, right now, I think they gave 100 of these away to people. So if you had just used it in the last month, they gave it away. Uniswap did this. Uniswap gave away 400 coins. At the time, it was worth $3. I would end up selling them for $6. I'm not lying. I got $2,800 out of nowhere. Just one day I'm sitting there and they're like, "Oh, claim your free unis." And I'm like, "Claim free unis? What?" They gave away millions of dollars. And what it did is it was just free promotion for their own exchange. Imagine giving everyone $3,000. Unbelievable. Like, yeah, so things happen in crypto that you would never believe. What's up, lifers? Been out for the holidays and the family time. Apparently missed a lot of fun. Getting caught up today and tomorrow to see where we are. Shout out to Crypto24. That's Paul. Paul, you're the man, dude. Andy, you and Paul would get along really well. I think you and Paul would get along really well. I've got to know Paul. I got to know you. You guys are really both sharp, kind of detail-orientated guys. You should give Paul a shout out. And I just feel like you guys would hit it off. I'm just saying. I got good vibes with good people, and I know kind of how people click. I think you and Paul would really click. I don't know why. I'm just saying. I see it. I see it already. So we take a look at 1inch right now on CoinMarketCap. It's $1.17. So they gave away 100 of these. That's $100 for free, right? I don't know how many people got exactly, but yeah. And it was actually up more. What's up, Andy P? Yeah, that's what I love about my channel too, is the energy, man. A lot of good people in my group, man. A lot of good people in my group. A lot of people doing good things too. Amazing things, in my opinion. So Uniswap, watch the video first. We'll discuss it. But Uniswap is a smart contract, man. You want to start, it's a lifestyle. Uniswap is a lifestyle. Binance is very similar to using E-Trade. If you've ever done any trading in your life, Binance is just like that. You know? Adam making a big pump here. We just got that big rejection, though. It's sad that Bitcoin kind of slumped back on us. I'm talking about CHZ a lot. I like CHZ here. Let's take a look at where we're at right now. On the 1 hour. Starting to form a new reset on the RSI, and we're doing well. I do have us targeted to go all the way to 3 cents. I sold last night at about 2.4. Let's see where I sold. No, I sold at 2.5 even. 2.5 even. So I'm thinking of getting back in, but I was just like, I felt we were spent. You know, we did pump up a little more. We got back on the low. That was your buy here at 23, hitting that 200-day moving average. Let's take a look at the 4 hour though. See, the 4 hour to me is just a little spent. Makes me wary. Makes me wary at the moment. I'd like to see this go sideways for a little while. So I think we're going to go into some sideways movement for CHZ. We probably already are. We took the 15-minute. Yep, look at that. And this is why. See the 15-minute, this bar, this 4 hour bar, this one bar here. We go to the 15-minute. Think about that. 4 hours, right? There's 4 bars in 1 hour in the 15-minute. So in 4 hour bar, we get that much more information coming to us. That much more information coming to us. So check it out. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this music, but anyway. So again, just like Bitcoin, had that dip down. It's forming the inverse head and shoulders. Looks a lot like Bitcoin did when we talked about it earlier at the beginning of the day. And I'll show you what I'm talking about if you don't realize. But yeah, there's an inverted head and shoulder there. You take your neckline to your head and you bust out. Now that's also forming that bull flag that we discussed. And we can take our pattern here to the 21-day moving average and pull that up. And that gives me my target. And that's kind of where I got the target in the first place. So there's my target at about 3 cents. This is at 2.5 cents. So look for it to go up another 25%, right? Actually, yeah, 5 on 2.5. 20% even, actually. Yeah, 5. 20% gains coming out of CHZ. I want to see it reset a little bit. Wait for the 15-minute to get down here. And I'd also like to wait for the 4 hour to kind of reset. But the 1 hour looks good. The daily also looks a little hot as well. Tells me that we may get a pullback. I think we'll get up to here. And then from there, we can look at that. But I wouldn't enter yet. I'm waiting on entry for these to reset down here. Possibly later tonight, tomorrow morning, something like that. Horrible story for Cover, right? Cover getting delisted. Look, you can't even find it anymore. It's gone. It got exploited. And that's the one risk, man, about Uniswap. And, you know, Uniswap is a little riskier. And then for Binance, I feel like Binance shouldn't be so quick to put things on. So that but that's one of the first things that we saw in the space to get completely annihilated. Yeah, not a good look for Cover. I'm trying to I'll find the story here for Cover. So Cover Protocol. The team is investigating the current incident. The exploit is no longer possible. The exploit is no longer possible. Please do not buy Cover tokens and remove your liquidity from the Cover ETH pool on SushiSwap. Claim/no-claim balancer pools are unaffected on SushiSwap. Sad, sad, sad. I started to trade this morning in Bitcoin at 21.7, out at 27.3. We made 30% on the Bitcoin trade. Please join my Telegram group. Gives you all sorts of good information. And we have more than one group. We have the announcement groups where I give stone cold calls, things that I see happening. Here's Bitcoin possibly going to 28.7. That did occur. Let's take another one here. Aave, I think Aave is going to keep moving up back to 120 from the bottom of this trend line. So far, so good. That is occurring. I told you bad for alts, good for alts. We flew all the way up to this line. It was bad for alts. So I gave you exactly how to play alts. All you had to do is kind of recreate. What you do is you hit my link. You go to this btc.d. You recreate my charts, man. And you set alerts. And then I gave you the keys to the city. I hope you're doing this stuff. I really do, man. I think a lot of people are seeing this stuff but not utilizing it to the best of their ability. Here's 1 inch. This actually did play out. We got up to 177, but it would crash way lower. So you would have had to take some profits on 1 inch. Here is XMR, which I keep talking about. Put it on your radar. Going up to 204. Breaking out of this rising wedge. And there's your target, 200. On its way. What is XMR? What's going on with XMR? XMR is the biggest privacy coin, in my opinion, the most robust, one of the oldest coins in the crypto space. I believe it's a Bitcoin fork, but don't hold me to that, but I really think it is. I want to keep Rose on your radar. Rose is really, I think it's going to do something amazing. I have it in a cup and handle here. It's consolidating down in that cup, finally breaking out a little bit here. I have a big projection for Rose to go up 62% from where it's at right now. So Rose, man, going up. That's another call I have here on this slight cup and handle action going on for Rose. Just wanted to talk about that as I went by it. SHR, one of my big players. I really like SHR. Like what it's doing, like where it's going. Forming a bit of a head and shoulder here, possible. Hope that doesn't play out. I think it did here and then came back up. But look at this consolidation that it's in. Really nice. On its way out of the bull. Look for SHR to be 3, 4, 5 cents sooner than you believe, and then you won't be able to catch it, man. So here's a really good price, 2 cents for SHR. It's been in consolidation in this area for a long time. It's on my top 10 videos, why you should buy, what coins you should buy, my top 10. So, yeah, check it out. I really, really like that coin. SHR, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 23 like it, 24 likes, 24 people watching, man. Shout out to everyone here, man. Really, really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys have ever live streamed, but trying to get at least 10 people on at once is a feat. Trying to get 15 people on at once is a feat. Trying to get 20 people on at once, unbelievable. You guys are actually doing things that I couldn't even believe. Anyway, let's get some more tickers. Let's get some more action. I'm not getting enough interaction here. I really like a lot of talk, that's how the channel grows. People jump in, people jump out. And I really think it enhances the stream so much when you guys are talking and we're all kind of interacting together. A lot of people want to know what's up with SXP. Down at 70 cents. It tanked to 55. Wow, what a low tank. Now it's still, to me, in a possible bear flag. I'm leaving it alone for now. Honestly, leaving this coin alone for now until it gets back up into this parabola over the 80, 90 area. Yeah, we could easily get the pump from 70 to 90, but I'm leaving it alone. You're the best, man. Thank you. Myth USDT. What do you think about Harmony One? I like one coin a lot, and I've actually been staring at it recently, really, really closely. Let's take a look at Myth USDT. I believe this is Mithril, right? Let's take a look at what it does. This coin's been around for a long time. I remember it back in the bull run. Yeah, Mithril, see? I know these coins, man. I know them all. It's insane. Not all. I don't know them all, but I know a lot more than most people. I had these coins stacked in my head. Yeah, we take a look back at the historical data all time. They all have a decent white paper that make them sound so good, but you got to break it down for what it really is. You can see this coin came out in about March of 2018. Okay, it was 9 cents. It would get all the way up to, look, $1.13 from 9 cents. Quick little bull run there while Bitcoin was kind of struggling. So this thing would go from 9 cents all the way to like a high of 122 here, 128, 134, right? I mean, that's a 10x is 90 cents. I mean, that thing is 15xing fast, right? We'll get to a high of 114, 128, and then continue to digress for years and years and years like every other coin during the bear market. Then it was below a penny for a long, long time. right? Now it's back to the penny status. Now this thing has been $1.13 before. So if this can go back to $1, it would 100x. Will that happen? I'm not sure. I'm not guaranteeing it. It's not one of my big picks. I don't like it. I'm not saying it's a top 10. I'm not. The most widely accepted token in Asia, though. That's interesting. That actually kind of gets me going a little bit. Is that true? Mithril owners are scattered around the world. Ever since the launch of Mithril, owners in area of distribution have been rapidly growing. Soon, MITH owners will penetrate every corner of the world. It aims to construct a comprehensive ecosystem that revolves around MITH. Users will be able to acquire MITH through MITH staking on Staker and further spend MITH in various real-life scenarios. MITH staking holders can stake their MIT without staking partners. Staker. A utility network is anticipated that MITH holders will be able to spend it all walks of life, such as purchasing daily goods, audio, video, entertainment services. Mithril is also actively seeking for partnerships. Stay tuned. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in joining the MITH ecosystem. Hathor, what about Vidic Data Link when you're ready? Yeah, I haven't looked into Vidic at all, honestly. We haven't done a deep dive into that coin, so I don't know much about it. Let's take a look at Mithril on the charts, though. I like this music. It's like a little X-Files. Like we're kind of we're going into price discovery, what's happening. Like I almost guarantee DOT is at 615 right now, and I haven't even looked at it. Let's take a look. 620 hovering. MITH. You guys feel the energy? Can you feel the movement? Can you feel it? Like, can you feel it? Because I feel it. So I hope you feel it. I hope you really do. Getting back in the mix. So look at this thing. It pumped hard, right? So it pumps all the way from 0.008 all the way up to about 0.19. Almost hits 2 cents, which is insane. Comes back down, resetting on the 1 hour now, right? You got to pull a fib on that. It's the only really way to look at it properly. And it came to the 0.5. Now it's in the 0.5 and the 618. That's institutional, beautiful, beautiful accumulation. That's really where you want to get into something right here. So this is a hot pocket. You ever have a hot pocket? Hot pocket. Jim Gaffigan. Anyway, check it out. We bounce here off the 21-day moving average as well, which is really nice. You can see us coming down here on the Stokes as well. I like this. I need to keep seeing it come down a little more or go sideways. I'm not bought on it yet as getting in, but I do like it holding this area. I feel like this will be a new level of support, 1 penny. So I think this thing is now established as a penny, and yes, more possibly to come. Could it double top? That's very possible. So we're watching it. We're checking on it. I like it right now. Daily's a little spent as well. Look at that. That's almost a bearish engulfing candle. Pretty damn close. I'm not going to call it one, but it's pretty damn close. Good signs, though, is the bounce off the 618. I'll give that to you. So you got some good signs coming. You got some good indications of things. Possible a head and shoulder, though. Look, shoulder, head. Is that a right shoulder? I think it played out already, though, and we got our bounce. I think 1 penny is really going to be a good price for this. If you can get back down in at 1 penny or anywhere in this range, and you're willing to hold it for about a month or two, you definitely look like there's going to be some good gains out of it. I'm not saying it's my pick. I'm just going over it for somebody else. Yeah. Colin, man, you're late to the party, man. Shout out to Colin Unger, man. One of the first people in my group back, used to, like two months ago, I think I started seeing you. You were a new name until you weren't. Now you've been in the game a lot. Saw you doing a lot of futures trading. Then I said you took a step back. And, yeah, I understand how that works completely. Yeah, DOT having a huge day, though, going up $1. DOT doesn't go up $1. DOT has a huge market cap. Very strange for it to go up $1 like that. That means there's a lot of indication on it. A lot of people looking at it. DOT doing its thing. Up 624 and continuing. I just think, it got rejected at my target here at 641. Should have played that target. It was about to scalp on it, and I didn't. Right here, I was going to say, hey, we can just ride this back probably up. 589, it broke out. It consolidated at 589. See this consolidation period here in the 15-minute? Found a happy place and then blasted off. Now it's holding new support here at $6. That'd be beautiful. If we can SR flip $6, that'd be a big deal for DOT. Do I see that happening? Honestly, I don't know, and I don't think so. The reason is because I see we gapped up pretty fast, and we don't have a lot of support. I feel like we could come back and retest this area here at 592 and 568. This green line here at 552. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sold on DOT exploding yet, but anything is possible in this crypto market, honestly. I do like that we're consolidating here on the 15-minute. This is good news. We're flagging here. So this is good news. Very, very good news. 1 hour also still extended. Not saying that we want to cross yet. And the 4 hours, well, still have some pump. The daily just had one candle, just beginning to cross. So this could lead to a plethora of gains coming out of this. This is a giant candle, though. Look at the size of that thing. Opened at 514. Its high was 640. Its low was 510, and it's closing at 626. This candle closes. Let's see when this candle closes. This candle closes in 8 hours, this daily candle, and we're going to see where we can close. If we can close above 640, that's a big deal. I just want to see us close above $6. I'll take that. It is the biggest dot candle ever. I really think it is. Now, this one gets pretty close, this one here. But yeah, you're right. Now look at this one. This one is the biggest one right here. This one we went from 283 all the way to 450 in one day. Imagine that. When dot came out. Remember when they come out, man, they get hot. Now, this is one that never got sold off to its lows. This came out at 191 and has never looked back, if you think about it. It's up 300% really from the people who got in on the pre-sale, or, you know, I don't know if there was a pre-sale for dot, honestly. I learned about it a little late. You know, I learned it about right around in here in this consolidation area. $4 dot, $5 dot. I kept saying 360 dot. Steals, complete steals. But you have to have the patience in this game. Like, look, you got dot at 360. How long do you have to wait? 82 days. And it's not that bad, really. 2.5 months to go up 173% gains. I mean, a lot of coins have done way better, but I think this is a great project to be established in. It is going to move a little slower, so you're going to think, wow, couldn't I make more money in a bigger coin? It's possible. It's possible, but I do think it's an amazing product. Hathor, I don't know anything about that. Let's look at one, though. You guys asked about one. One is a good coin. Now, that's Harmony. It's an IEO that came out by Binance. So they're going to pump their own IEOs. They always do. And I like where one is at. I discussed one, I think, in kind of a lot yesterday in the channel because I see this work here on the Fibonacci. We came up. We retraced down to the 786. Look, we bounced. Beautiful support in that area. Strong support. I really like one here. I don't think it's going to go any lower. I think it's found its strong support area. Yeah, I see one going up 160% back to its previous high at 1.5 cents. It's not even worth a half a penny at the very moment. So yes, they will pump this. This will do well. Again, this isn't financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor. But remember, this is a Binance IEO, and I don't know if you've been around and watched what they do to their IEOs, but they pump this. Look what they're going to do to CHZ. Despite anything, no coins were moving. They're still pumping CHZ the last few days. You know, I had to get in on that. Binance is giving them out for staking DOT right now, but it doesn't go live for a month. Reef token is going to be huge. I think Reef is going to be a really big project. It keeps coming out. It keeps coming at me. Let's take a deep dive into Reef. Is there a pre-sale on Reef right now? What's going on with Reef? So, Andy, what happens is a lot of these coins that come out, you can't buy them on the big exchanges yet. You can only buy them on, let's take a look at Reef. Reef Finance is going to be big. The Reef token is not live and tradable yet. Do not purchase fake tokens from Uniswap. The official pool and token details will be available here soon. So you can only get Reef by staking DOT at the moment. Sign me up then. I want to start staking some DOT and get me some Reef. I think that's a great idea. One inch is struggling though with that 115 area, but I think $1 is it for 1 inch. You know, wow, Ethereum up to 728. Let's take a look at Ethereum, man. Doing great. I'm still wondering whether I should sell a whole Bitcoin for ETH. I need your help, guys. Do I sell a whole Bitcoin for Ethereum? Please let me know. I have 4 Bitcoin. Do I sell 1 for Ethereum? That is the question. Can you even how to stake DOT to get Reef? It's probably simple, probably pretty easy. How do you feel about Robonomics? I know nothing about Robonomics. I know nothing about Robonomics. Haven't even looked at it yet. Reef is described as a DeFi operating system, a permissionless smart liquidity aggregator and yield engine where any financial hub can integrate into. Powered by Polkadot, it shares its security model with the ecosystem that enables cross-chain integrations across top DeFi protocols. Reef platform introduces 2 key features: Reef Trading Terminal, which utilizes Polkadot's Atomic Bridge for trading of assets, and Reef Yield Engine, which abstracts complicated DeFi functions by giving its users baskets where they can deposit cryptocurrency assets, while Reef Yield Engine maximizes their profits. The Reef token will be used to operate and govern on the... See what a basket is? You collect an attribution. You attribute a group of assets to a basket, and then Reef will actually hold that basket. And what I'm getting out of this is that it will actually buy and sell in and out of the coins at the right times, giving you the best profitability. I'm not, don't quote me on this stuff. I'm still trying to get it. The Reef token will be used to operate and govern on the Reef platform. As Reef is built on Polkadot, our bridge between blockchains is its own parachain. The collators who validate these parachains are elected by the proof of stake voting and are rewarded with Reef pool yields. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at CoinGecko and see what it's saying for Reef. Reef is on the radar, man. People talking about it. So right now, it's the new thing. A lot of people discussing Reef. And it's kind of... Wow, I can't even get it here yet? Interesting, man. Interesting. If you guys can find... Does Reef have a Twitter? A Telegram? Anything? Let's see. Reef protocol. Okay, baby, you'll be all right. Don't worry, there's nothing in the garage that can hurt you, honey. Okay. Why are you so scared about the garage? I'm
just telling you.
Reef gets liquidity from everywhere, both sexes, centralized exchanges, and it's sexy. It's sexy. That'd be a good coin, sexy, CEXY. Centralized exchange, YOLO. So I don't know, but sexy, or Dexy, DEXY. I like that. Dexy, Kraken, Binance, Coinbase. Interesting. AirSwap, Uniswap, Kyber Network, Reef. Interesting, man. It gets liquidity from everywhere? This is really weird. So is an API tapped into multiple exchanges? Exchange and trading market. Ecosystem. DeFi financial infrastructure.
I'm going in the garage because I need one of my beach buckets to play with. But I can't find it. It's supposed to be in the garage.
You're so cute. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, but just where is it?
You're so cute.
Where is it?
You're so cute.
Stop,
You're so
stop,
cute. I love you so much. I can't take it.
Stop.
Don't yell at my in the ears, baby.
Just
Those are my subscribers.
wait.
How are you gonna yell at people like that?
Wait. Where are...
Okay, I'll help you in a second. Come on. We're on with some refinance. Reef token is not live and tradable. Wow, I want it. So the only way to get Reef right now, you guys are telling me, is if I stake DOT. There's no other way. 27 likes, man. You guys rock, man. Check out the link I posted. Glad I could help. Just stake DOT on Binance for Reef. Also, it's Graph token too hyped? No, I think Graph is actually going to be a big token. I don't think it's too hyped. I think GRT is huge. I think it's needed, and I think it can make you a lot of money. Again, this isn't financial advice. Again, please join the Telegram. See how Colin just was able to put a link in the Telegram. Kind of help the story move here as we are a group here. Hey, Dave, and welcome to the Crypto Lifer Trading Room. Colin, I don't see any link here, but if you could post a link right away, that would be awesome. But I don't see a link. We're live right now. I do not see the link. Did you personally message me? All chats. Cover getting blasted. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, I think, is about to start breaking out into something pretty crazy, too. Hello, everyone. We're exploring providing a new cover token through a snapshot before a minting exploit was abused. The 4,350 ETH that has been returned by the attacker will also be handled through a snapshot to the LP token holders who are still investing. Do not buy cover. The team is still investigating the current incident. The exploit is no longer possible. So I think they're going to make it right. I think they're going to make it right. I think they are going to make it right. Colin, you're the man, dude, for coming through with that link that fast, dude. Like, we're a team here. Okay, introducing Reef Finance on Binance Launch Pool. Farm Reef by staking BNB, BUSD, and DOT tokens. Binance is excited to announce 11th projects on Binance Launchpad. Reef Finance, a multi-chain smart yield engine and liquidity aggregator powered by Polkadot. See, most people, you say a multi-chain smart yield engine and liquidity, they have no idea what you're saying. They have no idea. It's a multi-smart chain, means it's interoperable between multiple chains. That makes it really, really powerful. Everything is going to be on a blockchain, so you can explain it's just basically a business that can work with every business, you know, is the layman's terms. And the liquidity aggregator provided by Polkadot, I guess it's able to find the best liquidity at the moment. Users will be able to stake their BNB, BUSD, and DOT tokens in separate pools to farm Reef tokens over 30 days, with farming starting on 12/23. Interesting, 5 days ago. Binance will list Reef in the innovation zone on 12/29 and open trading for Reef and Reef USDT pairs. So Reef comes out on the 29th and tomorrow. Token name for Reef, total token supply 20,000 Reef, 20 billion Reef. Yeah. Launch poll token rewards 30% of token supply. Initial circulating supply is 3.9 billion. Yeah. Staking terms, no upper limit, no KYC required. Stake BNB 3,000 rewards 60 cents. 60%. Stake DOT 30%. Stake BUSD 10%. So it's better to stake BNB, right? If you stake BNB, you get more. Is that what I'm saying here, right? Yeah, BNB. Total rewards 3,000 Reef BUSD rewards. Damn, I wish I had started staking. But you can still stake even after it comes out. You see this? Might pump hard though. I think I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of BNB right now and then stake it. What do you guys think? I think that's the plan, right? What if we could do that live together? Would anyone like to see me stake live? Could we stake live? Yes, we mentioned XRP numerous times. We're not going to discuss it again. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, ETH price prediction for the end of the bull run. That I'll make a video. That will be a video later on today. I'm going to give you guys an ETH price prediction, okay? Okay, so do it. And you guys can help me and walk me through it, right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some BNB. All right. So I got $3,000. I'm going to buy some BNB. So we're going to buy BNB USDT. Looks like you get the most for staking BNB. Am I wrong, right? Can you guys, it looks like you get most. Buy 1K for me too. That would be hilarious. Wow, BNB is ripping too. Sad I have to buy it now on the high. I don't really want to buy it on the high, but I'm gonna hold this for a month and I'm not stressing it. So this is a 1 month buy. I don't suggest buying BNB right now. Okay, that's one thing I'm gonna make really clear. Don't do what I do. Again, this isn't financial advice. You know, you have to do whatever you feel works for you. Your wife may slap your face if you do what I'm doing right now. Right? I don't know your position. I don't know your predicament. I don't know what you're into. Okay? I'm not going to make these type of life-changing calls for you. But we just bought 28 BNB, which is a nice little freaking... You know holding 28 BNB is a good thing. You know it's a good thing. So look, then we can cancel this aggregate, right? And now we're going to get in... See, now I have to go to France. So I do not in any way solicit or even slightly encourage doing anything against the jurisdiction of the country that you're in. I abide by all YouTube rules. I do not want any issues. So please, this is my life, what I'm doing. You can do it if you think it's cool. But don't just do whatever I do because I'm doing it. Do your own research. And don't blame me if you do something that I do and it doesn't work out, okay? Because, hey, nothing is guaranteed here. So I'm going to get into Binance now. I just think Reef is something you're going to want to get into. Polkadot is hot. So right now you guys are learning about a hot coin. Like it came out like 5 days ago. Just started. So Colin, take me through how to stake this. So we'll go to the wallet, right? We'll go to the wallet. Just take me how to stake. Today's P&L, we're up $1,000 today. Yeah, making $1,000 a day feels great. I'm a trader. Anyway, look, convert, buy, deposit. Let's just hit BNB. Maybe there's a place to stake my 32 BNBs. Got a fat little stack of BNBs, man. That should have been in my top 10 list too. I really like BNB. Lost on Bitcoin hard though. Look at that. Man, not gaining on Bitcoin. That's really what you want to gain. So we'll hit this announcement and we'll read through. Okay. Binance launches vanilla options trading platform. That's big too. Binance Futures will launch USDT main margin BNT and Unify and CAG perpetual contracts up to 20x leverage. Okay. Binance will enable isolated margin trading. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so labs, launchpad, research. Can you help me out, guys? Whoever staked? Look at me. Okay, I'm gonna click on it and you're almost done. I posted a new link in Telegram. Click on it. Okay. He's like, look at me. Look at the channel. Site can't be reached. Whenever I'm doing VPN stuff, like I can't. I'm telling you, man. Annoying. Let's see if it goes here. Come on now. I can't get there. Look, I can't get to the launchpad. Refuse to connect with the VPN. Isn't that crazy, bro? Look. Won't do it for me. I take off this maybe, which is my shady, right? Because I don't want to be on Binance without a VPN. You know? Anyone have this dilemma? Can you tell me what we do? This is the issue with crypto here, and this is why I'm here, because I gotta help people figure these things out. And I didn't want this to turn into this today, but this is kind of what happened, right? Shout out to everyone still here. 21 people. We're just trying to find Adam ripping, dude. Love to see that. I really think we're going to start having some big moves in these coins. Adam's one of my favorite coins. I talk about it all the time. It doesn't like to fly all the time. It's kind of on the low, but when it moves, it moves. 553, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Huge candle for Adam. One of the biggest candles it's ever had. I'm telling you, right, when ETH starts to move, it kind of tells you that all the other alts are going to start moving too. ETH is the big daddy in the room. It says, hey, ETH at 740, baby. And flagging. Look at ETH flagging, dude. When you see a flag, you jump in it. This could be a nice perpetual USDT contract here. Boom. And there's my target for ETH at 813 on its way. And look, I had this predicted too. Same exact pattern that I talk about with Apple. Same stuff going on, guys. I keep it real simple. I could teach you guys this really easily. And as long as, if you don't want to day trade, you could just open these up on the daily, get to them at the bottom of the trend lines and hold them for a month or two and then sell 100%, 200% gains. Came down for a retest, bounce off the new area here. I thought that was it for it. You know, we hit that 670. Then we got rejected at 700 a few times, but no way. We were able to fly. We're getting a little high. Resetting on the 1 hour though. So the 1 hour tells us, I think we're going to 800, man, before we get pulled back. 1 hour says it wants 800 bad. So inverse head and shoulders on sushi. Would you swap your Bitcoin holdings for Ethereum for the time being? I'm thinking of doing that. Not all of them, just for one. I wouldn't do it all, just because that's just who I am. Like I couldn't do that. I'd have over 100 ETH though. I would be an ETH boss, you know. I'm thinking of converting one whole coin over to ETH though. It's getting a little late though. I should have done it around 700. I should have done it around 600. Right now, let's look. The conversion was better last night. Like my time was last night. Let's take a look. Right now, you could sell your Bitcoin for 27,080. And then you could get divided by 740, you could get about 36. Last night it was about 40. So now it's changed a little bit, right? In Q1, ETH always outperforms Bitcoin. Was going to do it, then I held back as I don't want to risk my coin. Yeah, man, last night was 670. We lost out. It's okay. Yeah, and Bitcoin was higher too. So we got a little more ETH. You want to take the ETH Bitcoin pairing though? We'll take a look at that. That's extremely important to kind of divulge in. I'm like, that is not there. I'm like, why aren't you there? Look at you all the time. And wow, it's really high. Look, it bottomed here at about 2.2. So you could have gotten, see, ETH was only worth 0.02. And that was kind of the bottom. That was the bottom. So if you get in now, it's actually pretty close to the bottom. Inverted head and shoulders as well. The 1 hour, let's look at the daily for that. 3-day. So the absolute bottom was on September 16th. That's when you would have gotten the most ETH for your Bitcoin, but yet, would it have worked out? It all depends on the ratio on that day. We'll have to look at the price of Bitcoin and the price of ETH on that day. What if Bitcoin goes to 50K though, and ETH gets left in the dark? You know, and then you're sitting there holding this like, damn, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's not easy, bro. It's not. You got to make a decision eventually. The 3-day looks really good though, which is really strong indication that this is going to fly. It's in the consolidation range and it's on its way to the top. If ETH just starts taking little bits of gains, you know, for instance, you think ETH's going to go to 1,400 before Bitcoin goes to 50K? It's probably pretty probable. It just went from 500 to 700, which is 50% gains. But Bitcoin also went from 10,000 to 27, which is way more than 50% gains too. So it's just like, wow, right? Will institutions keep buying? Will the demand for Bitcoin change what happens with ETH? You see? All right, guys, we're going to run the show down 11:30. We're going to jump out of here. But, yeah, really whack that the site to stake my BNB won't load. I'm going to change. I'll change countries. Wow, though, ETH. And that's a falling wedge. Probably will break out and go up 22% gains. Interesting. But if ETH keeps moving, this will kind of stay sideways. It's lost a lot of value in the last, month. You could have gotten way more ETH up here. Boom, it lost again. So if you bought in here, you would have lost a lot of Bitcoin. Like 50% of your Bitcoin, which, not 50%, but 13 on 40, which is horrible. Not something I want to do, right? I don't know, man. I'm on the fence of it. It would be nice to be a big ETH whale, though, and to get the 10% staking on ETH, too. Remember, if you stake ETH 2.0, you get 10% a year on that ETH. I really want to start staking this Binance right now, this BNB coin. And the proxy firewall is not allowing me. B. Stake BNB and earn Reef right here. Okay. Stake available. stake 32. It should see 33. So I'm gonna stake this. Max stake.
We can stake our ETH together.
Successfully staked your BNB. Okay.
You and I can stake our ETH together.
Farming period 30 days. Word, man. I'll farm some reef real quick. Launch pool farming and reef asset BNB transfer in 32, and there we're good to go. All right. And that's how you stake BNB for reef. It's pretty simple, guys. Not that hard, right? A lot of the stuff is just, it's a lot of words, man. It just means that you can earn these rewards for 30 days. You're not locked for 30 days. It pays out hourly. This is great. Great news. All right, man. And I'll have reef when the whole market opens, when reef just begins. A month from now, we'll see where reef is. XRP. You know what it is, though? The 3-day is spent. When you see the 3-day getting this low, it's on its way to make a move. I'm telling you right now. Daily looks ready to rip, too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw XRP back at 73 cents within, by Valentine's Day. Yeah. Let's see what the pundits are saying about it. No exact XRP news. Yeah, 1inch dropped that token, that airdrop token. So here's a question, man. For all you beginners, anyone out here, any last questions you need, any last tickers you want to go over, let me know. Last 5 minutes of the show, and then we're going to run out of here. Sorry, it took me a while to figure out how to how to stake BNB to get that reef, but we did it. It's another good sign for a lot of these coins, man. Let's take a look at Algo. Is Algo going to move? I got my wife into Algo. I don't want her to yell at me, So it has to go up now, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. 60, 64, falling down. Pretty nice. Bearish divergence and playing out. Let's see that collapse on the daily. Daily wanted to turn down. I like that. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hour still telling us, hey, I might want to rip. I might want to rip back to a double top at least to complete this 4 hour, or at least get, I think it's going to get to 73 and get rejected. But I think it's going to go one last hurrah. One last hurrah, man. One last hurrah. Bitcoin at 30K. And that's going to be, yeah. 27,000, really? Bitcoin's like, nah, dude, I'm going to hold me. 4 hour looks great. Stokes are getting low, too. So if you can hold on long enough in your futures trade, this looks like it's going to be a nice, it's going to turn out to be a decent position here. Yeah, we tested that low at 26,728. I just extended myself deeper in to a futures trade at about 32x leverage in at about 27,000. Mark price. Isn't that funny? Mark price. That's your mark price whenever you're trading. But Mark Price, man, the guy was an unbelievable basketball player, right? Shout out to Mark Price, dude. Dude was unbelievable. Like, he was unbelievable. I know we would be talking about Mark Price right now, but it's just funny because, look, when you're trading, it gives you your Mark Price. See, Mark Price. It's just funny as hell to me. And one day I was looking at that and I was like, wait, that's Mark Price, bro. Like, he has a trader name. You should start trading. Mark Price was unbelievable. Literally, like, no one really realizes, like, the guy was unbelievable. I won't bore you with Mark Price videos, but the guy was unreal. Let's look at the Fear and Greed Index today. Still holding at 92. Doesn't really know what to do. I think this oscillator is broken, honestly. I don't think it's really viable anymore. I personally don't, because let's look at the last year. It just, look, it never extended that long, and now it's just like, it doesn't know what to do. It's trying to measure the greed, but I think the greed is, I think this should be from 1 to 300, and we're literally only at 110 right now. I think it doesn't even know how big the greed could get. You know, I think this oscillator is not set up properly for the market that it's in. That's just my opinion. I'm one of the first people to say that. You can kind of go wherever you want with that information. That's what I see. That's what I see happening. It just, yeah, come on, man. You know, it worked for a while until every institution in the world wanted to buy Bitcoin, and then the fear and greed index doesn't really work. If you're new, you want to understand what that is. It basically follows the fear and greed in the market. It tells you where there's a lot of fear and where there's a lot of greed. When there's a lot of greed, it's a good time to sell. Now, greed was this high. I sold Bitcoin at 17,000. Greed was at like 90. It didn't matter, man. And usually that was a good call. This time it wasn't. So this indicator kind of didn't hold me down when it needed. It held me down all the way up until the market just got too big. Because it's an aggregate algorithm of the movement of the general want for something, right? And if there's more want than it's ever seen, then it thinks it's in greed, and there's no greed, man. There's no greed. It's regular demand. Now we're getting into some of the news, and then we're going to leave you guys with a wonderful day. And I hope you really enjoy your day. I feel like it's warm here on the East Coast. We're getting a bit of a mild winter. We did have that big snow, but things are all right now. Things are all right. Okay, we'll start with this. Bitcoin could face a pullback of 10 to 15%, warns exchange executive. It's really funny he says that, because Bitcoin, let's take a look here, even at this just like quick Binance chart, right? And we have Bitcoin all the way up at 28,000, right? Now, a 10% drop will be 2,800, right? We should put it at 26,000. And look, there it is, 25,840. There was your 10% drop, dude. We did it right there. Nice 10% retrace. A lot of coins, Apple goes down 10%. The whole market's crying. People screaming and yelling, and it's not even worth this much. And then we bounce right off of it. Now, look, we're forming an inverse head and shoulder pattern. If you can't see it, let me just point it out to you. But you see we have a head here. I got a draw tool. I no draw tool, whatever. You got a head here. You got a shoulder here. And you got another shoulder there. I mean, you're on your way to the top, man. I like this call right here, 27,000. 4 hour looks good as well. So Bitcoin could face a pullback of 10%. Warns, yeah, it already did it. It already did it. To me, it already did it. So we can move on from that article, in my opinion. Lightning Network integration now lets Counter-Strike players earn Bitcoin. Counter-Strike to add Lightning Network. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit to simply add Bitcoin to existing games, said the co-founder of Zebedee on Twitch video, demonstrating the latest Infuse app. The application integrated seamlessly via Steam, the largest online gaming platform. Counter-Strike servers that run via Infuse will now allow payment in Bitcoin via the Lightning Network. And the first integration, Infuse will pool together entry fees in Bitcoin from either gamer and at the end of the session distribute Bitcoin participants based on the score. For instance, out of 100 kills in total, a player with 9 kills earns 9% of the pool. In Moss's demonstration, each player entry fee was about 10,000 stats, or 0.001 BTC, worth about 2.7 bucks. Currently, the application is running. Isn't that cool, man? You can kill people and earn Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin keeps going up. Axie is something that's been on my radar a little bit. We don't talk about enough on our channel. Axie Infinity tabs Ubisoft, Binance to back new Ethereum sidechain. Axie Infinity launched Layer 2 solution, known as Ronin. The blockchain is a Layer 2 scaling solution with limited validators and high transaction throughput to improve the gaming experience on Axie Infinity. It's also built on top of Ethereum. Axie Infinity says its core development team only elected 5 validators for the project. French gaming giant Ubisoft is the inaugural validator on the Ethereum sidechain. Ubisoft is the creator and publisher of popular games like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Just Dance. Those are huge games. Besides Ubisoft, I'm not even a big gamer and I know those games. These companies will play a crucial role in the stress testing the new blockchain validating Axie, man. I think you guys really want to write Axie down. Put it on a billboard like you put Reef down. Reef is going to make a wave. It's going to be the next new thing. It's going to be new next week. Everyone's going to know about it, but we already are staking it. We're already kind of in there, right? Look at Axie at 60%. Let's look at it on its historical data. See how it's been doing in the last couple weeks. So it was at 37 cents just November 28th. So, and then it hit a high of 61 here. Yeah, high of 60. Now, it's almost 100%ed honestly, since I first heard about it. AXS will be launched on Binance Launchpad. So this is AXS, Axie, right? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So Axie is AXS. I've been seeing AXS. I think I've even may have traded it one time. There's so many coins that I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It happens. It happens. I bet I have it up here actually in my list. AXS. Yeah, here it is. 61 cents. Interesting. I think someone asked about it recently too. And wow, it's just basically on a beautiful uptrend. Look at that. I think it's just going to make its way back to the top of the pattern. You can just pattern trade Axie. Boom. Up 57% gains coming to Axie to $1. So I like that. That's just a general idea. I'm not giving you the exact trade. I'm not saying exactly when, but the 1 hour looks good. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hours extended, right? So we're going, we may just kind of troop up and down here until we decide to move out. But it looks like it's going sideways and still in a bit of an uptrend. And the daily actually wants to have a big cross and do exactly what I think it's going to do. So this Axie looks just like Aave. I'm going to go to Aave. I have a photographic memory, so when I look at something, I remember it. See how Aave looks very similar? Just small pattern here. We're going to go from the bottom to the top of the pattern, make 44% gains. Both have A's. Both have crosses on the daily. Both have 4 hours that look very similar. It was very interesting. Axie and Aave. No correlation at all, but it's just something to think about. Now I want to look at Algo one last time. I think it's consolidating in its last leg here. It's starting to move up. Look at Algo into the 40s in the next week or two to make a nice 30% gains. It's, if you look at Algo too on the daily, it's a very large double bottom pattern here that's forming. So Algo, man, doing its thing. 1 inch struggling. I just don't think it'll break a bean. I'm holding it right now. I like where it's at. Let's take a look at that 4 hour. Or the 1 hour, actually. Can't get much. Spent. 15-minute wants to rock, though. We get back to 170, 178. I may just kind of can it. Or 129 even. We'll see what happens with 1 inch. Everyone got the free coin and they just kept selling it. Eventually, it's going to stop getting sold off. And I feel like, see, bottom, bottom, bottom. And then we have our new high, higher high. First time in a long time. Look, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. We finally have a higher low. Gives me an indication something's going to change. Something's happening, right? XRP. Band is behind the pack. Needs a pump. It will. Don't worry. Band will do its thing. It will do its thing. Take a look at Band at 567. Doing good, though. Look, it's in an ascending triangle yet again. Can this one finally break to the upside? Please. Boom. Look at that. Target. The band should get to that previous high here at about 629, and we'll see what happens from there. But band, yeah, it's struggling. You see on the daily, it's in this giant inverted head and shoulder, though. That I have a projection of it. See, shoulder, head, right shoulder on its way back to the top, and then explosion. So that's what I see happening for band. This is my projection. Also looks really good in the daily. Low Stokes, curving up on the MACD. Only a matter of time for this thing is going to rip. I have a very large position in band, and I wouldn't sell it for the world. Just trying to do what do with my BTC. Well, if you don't have a lot of BTC, you would hold it. You know, I would only suggest giving away BTC for ETH if you have a substantial stack. You know, because you got to have some BTC, man. You got to. Don't play games. Don't play games. Make sure you have B and BTC in your life. Yeah. Bitcoin is up 150% in the past 3 months, bottoming at 10,211 in September. We went over Axie. We talk about Gamer can now earn extra Aave tokens while playing Axie Infinity. There's another one. Axie Infinity Universe players compete to collect various kinds of tokens, including NFTs, such as game-native creatures called Axies. Now, thanks to DeFi partnership, players can compete for an additional 4,000 in Aave tokens. I feel like I need to become a gamer now. Like, I want to start gaming. I don't even have the time for this nonsense. But why not, right? You trade and game. Altcoin prices soar. What do you do? I game and trade all day. Altcoin prices soar after Bitcoin settles at 27,000. Bitcoin's latest surge, which added 4,000 to its price since Christmas Day, has come to an end, and Bitcoin's lull. Altcoins are seizing the opportunity and booming. Altcoins rose significantly in the past 24 hours, including XRP and the beleaguered cryptocurrency whose creators are reckoned with the lawsuit. XRP up by 7% to 29 cents. The market capitalization, we didn't look at that. I got to look at that with you guys real quick, and then we're out. You got to look at total and total 2. You say, what is that? Total and total 2, they're the market cap of all the coins and of just Bitcoin. So we take a look at sushi. Someone mentioned sushi. I'm holding sushi right now, and I need to go up. I need it to pump. Definitely inverted head and shoulder there. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Starting to make a pop. Holding support now. Getting off its move. 4 hour wants to curl back down, though. Come on, 4 hour. 1 hour wants to move us, so let's get it going. Daily wants to move us as well. Let's get it going. I did make a call here at the bottom of this channel that we would get this high and break out. This is my idea here. We can get all the way up to 391. 59% gains for sushi. Let's see it, sushi. You're on a beautiful uptrend, and you're at the bottom of the pattern. You're doing well, and a bit of a double bottom here forming as well. Look, W. Sushi to the moon, baby. Sushi to the moon. Let's take a look at total 2, and then we're out of here for the day. So I said we could go all the way up. So look, I graphed it for you. I had it all chatted out. This is the crypto total market cap. All the money in crypto right now. And you can see we formed a bull pennant here. Then I took the target of my bull pennant, which was the length of the pole to the white line, which is the 21-day moving average. Put it up here, and look, we got right there. Then we started to make a bull flag, and I took the pattern of this bull flag like this, and I swung it up to here. Could even actually make it a little longer. Oop, I just moved a support and resistance line. Yeah, pull it to the 21 day. Like that. Nice pull. And that's how I got this pull here. And that's how I got my target at 700 and about $90 billion for the altcoins. I mean, for all coins, honestly. We're still looking up too. We have room to move to get all the way up there. Now, once we get up there, where is support and resistance? We got to go back in time. Let's go look at the weekly. Because I want to be able to see the other line. Now, let's go to the 2 week. Yeah, so look, we have our all-time high was 762. That's what this is calling for. I think we were way higher than that. I would have sworn we were at 900. But this is saying that we're about to hit the all-time high. Now, once we hit that, we'll be in price discovery. This looks just like Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has gone all the way up. This hasn't happened yet because the altcoins haven't gotten it yet, and they take up about 40% of this, 30% of this entire chart. Bitcoin does take up 68%, so this thing mimics Bitcoin very, very heavily. But look, we're about to hit the all-time high of all cryptocurrencies. I mean, if that doesn't get your goat going, after that, I think things are going to change drastically. And you're going to see these prices not like we see them before. Here's the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, okay? So this is all of the altcoins combined. Look, they're forming this beautiful rising wedge. They're just doing their thing, and I see them going up to $299 billion. We get 80 billion pumped into these, you're going to see a big movement in a lot of the coins. Also, double bottom on the Stokes on the daily with a cross coming. I'm telling you right now, this bodes really well for the week. Looks like we're going to have some altcoin trading in the next week like you wouldn't believe. Okay? And look, the Bitcoin call, I told you at 27,000. We're at 27,121. That's another call on the channel. Again, this is financial advice. Give yourself your own diligence. Do your own due diligence. But please, I'm showing you the way. I'm showing you the way. Biggest winners today. Dot up. If you played dot up, you would have made a killing. 62% on dot up. What a swing. It is hitting that same level that it gets rejected at right here. 14 dot up. Interesting. Rejected twice there. dot 625, got rejected at 641. We just want to see it hold, man. Let's see what's doing on the 15-minute. It's got to be, yeah, it's going sideways, starting to form a flag. This thing is heating up, honestly, in my opinion. It could reset and then continue to boom. I like where it's at right now at 625. Definitely could pull back, though. I know it's you really want to buy in. You're like, oh, I want some dot right now. I think if it even goes to 7, you could get back into this price. But I would watch it. If it breaks out of this bull flag, I would get into that breakout. It definitely could get to 691 today. You could see a $7 dot by the end of the day, for sure. For sure. So stay tuned for that. Very volatile right now, though. The market, Bitcoin, extremely volatile. Moving $100 every minute, honestly. I've been bullish on Aave. It's been playing games. Kind of double topped here. Formed a little bit of bullish divergence slightly too. If you look at the daily, though, the daily looks right for all these coins. Like, look at this. We were about to have that cross in the daily too, though, and we didn't get it. Look, here we got faked out. Look, came. We got a big, and then dump. Here, I think we're going to get a cross finally, because you know why? Look, this MACD cross can... See, I want to show you guys something. Here we had a MACD cross coming, but right here, right in the pink, but it coincided with a cross down on the Stokes. You don't want that, you know, like you want the MACD pointing up as the Stokes point up. And right now we're getting the double bottom on the Stokes with the MACD. Tells me that both are about to rip and get to my target here at about 119. That would be a 50% gain for Aave. It does it a lot. It did it here. It was at 68. It ripped all the way to 90. It's finding its happy place here after dumping a little bit to 61 and kind of consolidating on this line. 73 was a really nice place for it. So 4 hour wants to roll down, though, so I wouldn't get into it right now. You know, I have to wait for this flag to play out. Take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, see, he's starting to flag here on the 1 hour. Let's look at the 15-minute. And see, this is it. I'm not saying you use these small time frames. But what you do is you look at larger time frames and then you wait on small time frames to reset to bring to fruition where we're going in the bigger time frame. You see what I'm saying? I made 3x profit on EGLD and got out. That's a smart move. Link going to take off. You guys got to let me talk about CEL token before it begins to take off. I mean, there's so many tokens, though. That's your token. You might love it. Take a look at, isn't that Seller or is it Celsius? Now, I think Celsius is a big deal. I'll be honest. A really big deal. Wow, it's not even a penny yet, too? The Celsius? No, this is Seller. Come on, man. Celsius. Oh, you can't get it on Binance? You can only get it on Uniswap and Bittrex? Celsius Network. There it is. No, Seller. I can only get it on Hit BTC right now? Wow, look at it though. Jesus. Look at it on the 15-minute, man. I feel like I missed the boat on that. Look at that. That thing just... That's... Hey, this looks like... This is weird. No pullbacks at all? Like, this thing just rips? Look at it. Wish I got it down here. What, on December 21st at $2? This thing's already up 100%. It's up 31x. It's not an exchange yet. It's go to CoinGecko. Well, this says it's on Hit BTC right now. You know who talks about it a lot is Crypto Love. He loves Celsius. Like, he's all about it. He got into like the ICO on the low, right? Yeah, on 3,398% in a year. I mean, Jesus. Wish I had bought it at the beginning of the year. Interesting. Markets. Liquid Uniswap swatch. Oh, wow. So you can only really get it on Uniswap. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep this on my radar. Definitely willing to look at it. Let's take a look at MahaDAO. How's that doing? 892, still struggling. Got in at 5, sold at 17, got back in, had a low of what? 694, popped back up hard. Huh, only down 20% now in the last few days. So DeFi has been struggling a little bit. Let's look at DuckDAO Dime. DuckDAO Dime's holding itself pretty well, up 678%. And look, it's kind of like, I kind of like DuckDAO Dime, doing well. EasyFi is something you want to look at too. 473. I like ZLot. No one talks about ZLot a lot. Andre Conje bought a lot of that. I think he bought a lot of it at like $700, $600. It's at 500. It's been falling. So DeFi has been struggling a little bit. YFDI. See how you have to put it in twice? That happens to me a lot on CoinGecko. YFDI is still holding it. Got in at 1,500 about a month ago. So it's still up, damn, almost 100%. But it went all the way up to 3,800. Had a bit of a retrace now. Now it's up 11% in 30 days, but it's down 27% in 14 days. Struggling a little bit, but it is finding its new kind of happy place, in my opinion. Market cap is struggling to grow past 10 million. People go in and out of it a lot. YFDI is doing their second burn in 2 days. Where do you find that information? How did you know that? Maybe their Twitter? 5,000 followers. Delivering amazing updates every day. Also, SafeSwap is happening today. YFDI will list on Probit next week. 29th December with KeyDub and BTC pairs. Merry Christmas for the Probit team. YFDI. All the information here. So YFDI, man, getting on more exchanges, doing its thing. DMT Land. I love this guy. I'm following that guy. Market for business inquiry. DME. Amazing. I'm in the YFI Telegram and the Reddit. Interesting. Let me join that. How do you join the YFI? YFDI. I don't do a lot of searching in here because you never know like what you're gonna find. Announcements. That's a good place. I want to join that. Best projects of 2020. YFDI was recently covered on the New Kids on the Blockchain, and in the year of special show, we're delighted to be regarded as one of their top 3 projects for 2021. Yeah, I wouldn't sell any of my YFDIs, man. This is making me really happy with my investment. I think it's a really good investment that I made. Feeling it. Yeah. Permissionless DeFi ecosystems, man. Just remember, when we get all your stakes, write down where you're staking stuff, man. You might forget about a stake one day. Like, oh yeah, there's that stake. Jacob Canefield, shout out to Jacob, man. Jacob's the man. He was my first mentor really in the game. 60,000 followers. Problem with Uniswap right now is you need to find something that is going out of pace. That is going to outpace Ethereum. The way that Ethereum is moving right now, it's going to be hard to find. Happy with a little exposure, but sitting on my ETH feels like the right play at the moment. Anyone have a summary on Synorg's DeFi I can read about? Thanks. The thing is, no one has any clue where Bitcoin is headed. You can use fib extensions or pivot point standards to have an idea, but as long as the governments around the world are recklessly printing their fiat currency, number go up. Yeah, like you could look at all the charts you want, but it's very similar. Like he's saying, like if they keep printing money, they're just gonna make the price of Bitcoin go up. But I don't care what chart we're on, right? Lots of people looking at 1 inch needs to reclaim its previous support and diagonal downtrend around 120, and then it should run nicely. 1 inch number cash tag doesn't work for some reason. Number cash tag doesn't work. Oh yeah, because you put the number 1. It's funny. He's funny. MMT, interesting, going up. One of the altcoins I'm more bullish on is SNX. Strong fundamentals with a recent Coinbase listing, ascending triangle with higher lows. If DeFi starts getting more play, I think SNX may lead the charge along with Ethereum. It also got a huge push up by Tika Tawari, right? So he's saying, we're gonna go to the moon. Yeah, I like where SNX is as well. I definitely think SNX is a nice play. I'm going to have to allocate some funds around. Got a nice bounce off key support zone, but the problem is funding is positive across the board. Most likely we saw bulls get trapped at these levels. A pullback isn't needed. Wait for funding to reset. Maybe a bloody Monday in the hourly 200 EMAs, and then boom. It's possible. Possible. However, there's a bull market and no one knows what happens here. Up is always a higher probability than down. Picking tops is dumb. Always long spot. Just find the best leverage position. Finding the best leverage position is key to compounding. AWISE is probably long 100 million at this level. What if? Best bid zone is 25K. If there is the local bottom before continuation. With finding, I'm guessing Asia sells it down again. And they're usually the short Chad Kings. Always just a guess, though. They really are, man. Rook. Yo, Rook is on my radar. I saw Rook. People talking about Rook. Okay. Let's bring that up right now. So many coins flying out today. I really want to talk about Rook, though. It caught my radar. Keeper Dow, man. 140, up 35% today. Up 59% in 30 days. Continuing to rip. This is on Uniswap, right? Gate.io. Not many places Hotbit, right? Not a lot of places. New coin. $29 million market cap. So I need that. I need YFDI to kind of... People aren't flocking into YFDI the same. You know, it does have such a small circulating supply, and I think that's why. Max supply 1 million though. I like that. Fully dilution value. When is it? It was 81 and went all the way to 121. Interesting. Interesting. Rook. Now, if you want to chart stuff like this, it's CoinTrader Pro. Hopefully it'll have Rook there. We don't know for sure, but we hope. I like the little birds chirping in this. This is cool. Keeper Dow USD. It does, man. This is really the go-to place when you really need to chart something and you're not sure what's going on. So look at it, man. It's forming a bottom. This is a good sign, right? Whenever you can bottom something out and put a rounded bottom up. It might come back down here, though, to 85, which I've seen happen a few times before. The daily... Not going to get a lot of movement on that. Let's look at the 1 hour, kind of get our best bet. Okay. Stokes are getting low and we're starting to flag. So this thing actually could... And again, Uniswap, you won't get as... Your patterns won't be as clean from the in and outs, right? The order books kind of keep things a little clean. But I think we come back down here, get in at 107 and ride this out. This looks like it will become an ascending triangle and then boom. Boom, yeah, target here. Up at 157 for Rook. A lot of people talking about Rook. Seems to kind of be a viable project. Let's kind of scrape the top of what Rook is if we can find it. Keeper Dow. Has something to do with Keeper. Remember, Keeper's in there. Let's take a look at the website for Rook. Also, good explanations come right here. And again, there's no explanation. Funny. A lot of times there is like a nice little like talk about the coin. Not on this case. Keeper Dow. They just want me to connect my wallet. Top keepers, top liquidity providers. Ren, BTC. So I feel like it's an aggregate too. Like it kind of helps you get into the best stuff at the fastest time. Interesting. Top keepers. There's so many places to put your money at this point. It's actually overwhelming. Have to do a video just on explaining like where to put your money, right? Like nobody knows. Yeah, look, so YFDI burns the tokens, man. Quarterly token burn event. On 30th December, we would deploy our second burn. You love a token that burns the supply that you're in. I mean, it only gets better. Only gets better, man. So we did some amazing things today. We staked BNB for Reef, which we hope could be a good play. At the end of the day, we still have our BNB, right? We're not doing anything too crazy. We know we hold an asset that's going to do well. Oh no, failed to load orders. Seeing some funky monkey business going on here today. On 3 commas. Three commas reset. ET seems to be moving. Tiny, tiny bit, but it seems to be moving. E-gold is moving. Nice. Yeah, and Ethereum making moves. Can't find out what Keeper really is. We'll have to read about what Rook is. Keeper DAO. Rook. Not a lot of information on Keeper. Keeper DAO is an on-chain liquidity underwriter for DeFi. Take your arbitrage, liquidation, and tailgating operations to the next level with arbitrage mining. Not only do you be rewarded for the hard work that you're already doing, but you'll be participating in the very first trading pool on Ethereum. A Keeper's Guide to Arbitrage Mining. Take your arbitrage, liquidity, and tailgating operation. This is nuts. Keeper Arbitrage analyzed the Ethereum mempool to dramatically increase the odds of capturing profit. Here we provide a performance benchmark on various mempool services providers. See how they stack up. You must take your opponent into a deep dark forest where 2 + 2 = 5 and the path leading out is the only wide enough for one. McCall Tall. I'm basically just becoming a rook whale. Simple life I lead nowadays. Wake up, check my farm, buy a bit outright, log into Netflix, watch Queen's Gambit. Check my farm, buy a bit outright. That's the spirit. Check out the news. Keeper DAO hands on one of the most interesting experiments in DeFi and how it own updated. Interesting. Battalion Burek playing. Chess is hot right now. It's funny, man. This is now a win-win scenario. Today, we're already seeing keepers fighting to front-run tailgate transactions. Without coordination, keepers are making minimal profit compared to the raw value available, and users are suffering from bad pricing. The hiding game is able to offer a strictly better outcome. That is to say, the front-running tailgating done by Keeper DAO is something users are already exposed to, but without any benefit to themselves. The hiding game does not introduce new front-running tailgating. Instead, it just returns some of that profit to the user. Can you talk about the risk of depositing my ETH? That's funny, man. No answer. No answer. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. We had an extensive stream. We went through a lot of stuff. We covered a lot of tokens. 27 likes. Really appreciate that. We want to get to my 33. We didn't, though. It's all right. It's all right. Crypto Mike, man. Shout out to Crypto Mike, dude. Thank you so much. You can make 26% APY on SNX in the Celsius network. I'm in YFI, Telegram, and Reddit. I posted the Telegram link in YFI, Telegram, in the live. Thank you, man. Colin, man, we need more of your awesome information, man. You have a lot of awesome information. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody. I'm going to take this call. It's my dad. He's going to say what up. I'm going to say what up, and we're going to have a nice day. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you